All right, welcome once again to Sin Bin Stream. Tonight we have the Kansas City Chiefs in East Rutherford, New Jersey to take on the New York Giants. All right, let me just double check the audio. All right. Needed to talk more to test the audio, but we're good. We are set. Both teams 0-2. Something's got to give unless we get 10 tie after 10 minutes of overtime. And both teams improved to 0-2-1. All right. Hope everybody is doing well. Good to have you here. Packers lost. Looked terrible. Offense, at least. Special teams. Really can't fault the defense. You give up 13 points, you should win a game in the National Football League and be able to score 14 or more. All right. Oh, yeah, I need to open ESPN for the box score. Sorry, I forgot about that. And just a reminder, what's coming up this week. Tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. Bears beat the Cowboys, they're both 1-2. Packers play in Dallas next Sunday night. So we should be able to bring you game fours if they happen, as long as we don't have three-game sweeps in the semifinals. Then we should have afternoon. I know one game's at noon, 2 Central. The other game I assume is going to be at 4, but for some reason it's not for sure yet. All right, so we'll get set with the box score in a little bit. Let's see, what else? Yeah, as far as WNBA, Carrington is out for the year for the Lynx. They knew that going into today's game as of like yesterday. Oh, and the track and field world championships, outdoor, wrapping up today. Probably going to watch what I can off a DVR either tonight or maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. Maybe tomorrow for that. We are up to 699 subs. Can't believe it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Doing one or both helps with YouTube recommending us to other potential viewers, helps us grow the channel. I thank you for your support. Should be kicking off in less than 2 minutes. Usually it ends up being about 7:22. Just got to jam in some more sponsors here before they kick off. Again, tomorrow night's game, really hoping for the Ravens. Help out with the NFC North. Hey, Dion, welcome. Thanks for chiming in. Excuse me. Yeah, so next Sunday, probably just the Packer at Cowboy game Sunday night, because I think we'll do both. Well, I shouldn't say that yet. We don't know if there's going to be any sweeps in the... All we know for sure is we got game 2s Tuesday and game 3s Fridays. So Saturday a day off likely as well. We'll see. Looks like they're getting a last minute interview with Patrick Mahomes. Oh, thanks for being here, Dion. Oh, poll. Let me I don't even know if I did a poll for the Packers-Browns game. I might have forgot. All right. Should be just about set. I hope. Plenty of Chiefs fans made the trip to East Rutherford, New Jersey, across the river from New York City, home of the Jets and the Giants. Wait, were the Jets? Jets had to have been on the road then, right? I know they lost. Yeah, they were in Tampa. They lost. They blocked a field goal attempt, returned it for a touchdown and a 1-point lead, and Bucs drove down and eventually got the game-winning touchdown. Brandon Jacobs there to hype up the crowd. 7:22. I feel like we're at least a minute late. We're off of NBC with a roof antenna, so shouldn't be behind on the play-by-play at all. I guess I can turn the camera a little bit. We don't need so much to the right of the jersey. A little more room here. All right, anytime. All right, Harrison Butker to kick it off for Kansas City. Giants, Gunnar Olszewski and Devin Singletary are the kick returners. All right. Ball is teed up. Here's the kick down the near sideline, caught at about the 8 or 9, return near numbers, now near the hash mark, out to the 32 maybe. 1st and 10 at 14:54. Russell Wilson, Tyrone Tracy take the field along with the wide receivers. 1st and 10 for the Giants. All right. 1st and 10. Chiefs in their white road jerseys. Red helmets, red pants. Giants, blue helmets, blue jerseys, gray pants. Receiver in motion. Russ has a running back behind him. Looks like he's changing the first play. 5 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun, handoff up the middle. Goes for maybe a yard or 2. And it'll be 2nd and 8. Depending on the spot. Let's see. Carry up 1 yard by Tyrone Tracy Jr. 1 yard, 2nd and 9 then. $14.23. 12 on the play clock. In shotgun. Handoff again. Spin move to the first down marker. Out near the 46 or 47 yard line by Tracy again. 1st and 10 for the Giants. The G-men. Tracy by the right guard to the 42. Apologies, not the 46 or 7. 1st and 10, their own 42. Shotgun. Wilson back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Tracy again. And now he's taken down at about the 46 after a gain of 4. Bringing up 2nd and 6 as they put the Chiefs defense up in the graphics here. Wilson, short pass to Tracy to the Giants 46 for 4 yards, bringing up 2nd and 6. From the far hash mark, shotgun, and I think still Tracy. And it is another handoff to Tracy. He takes it out past the first down marker into Chiefs territory down to about the 47. 1st and 10 G-men. Only coordinator in NFL history to win 4 Super Bowls. 1 with the Giants, and I guess 3 with the Chiefs. Steve Spagnuolo. Spags, as they call him. Under 1240. Tracy has, I missed it. Another handoff to Tracy. This time he gets maybe 1. Play is whistled dead. Yeah, maybe a half a yard, so they might round up to 1. 2nd and 9 coming up. Let's see what they called it. Yep. Off a left tackle to the Chief 46. Receiver in motion. Clock running. 11:56. 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff. That's the rookie, number 44. Bounces it outside and picks up the first down. Wow. Sorry, blanking on his name. Come on, what's with the box score? Who is that? I forgot the rookie's name. Oh, Scatabo. My apologies. Scatabo with the carry. And another Giants first down. All right, Scatabo gets a first down. 11:18 to go. 5 carries for 30 yards for the Giants so far to start. And 1 dump-off pass. All right, they barely get the snap off. Scatabo is met in the backfield. That's going to be at least a loss of 1, maybe 2. 2nd and long. We'll put 11 and see what they call. Yeah, they got that snap off very late. Yeah, -1. After picking up 11 yards on the previous run. Andrew Thomas, this is his first game played, looks like left tackle, since week 6 last year. After they had that disastrous start by that other guy they benched after 4 penalties first drive last week. Dumped to Scatabo. He's met and tackled down for a short gain. It's going to be 3rd and long. A short pass over the middle. Let's see what they called. Okay, gain of 4, so I guess it'll be 3rd and 7. It is 3rd and 7. Excuse me. Under 10 already, first quarter. 8 plays, 37 yards for the Giants. From the Chiefs 32, handoff to Tracy, up the middle. Gets taken down at about the 28. That'll be about a 4th and 3. See if they send the kicker and the kicking unit on the field or if they stay and go for it. 9:30 to go. Unless they call it 4th and 2. No, this is definitely 4th and 3. Think they're staying out on the field. All right, from the 28, 12 on the play clock. Shotgun, back to pass. Looks, throws, batted down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. 9:06 to go. So, Giants had a good-looking drive, but turn it over on downs to the Chiefs. Mahomes and company. Batted down by 32 at the line of scrimmage. Good play by the defender. I don't know if they were trying to throw to the right side. I assume Malik Neighbors was up there, but don't have a target since it got knocked down at the line of scrimmage. All right, well, not 2 of 3 from Russ Wilson for 8 yards. Tracy and the other back, Scatabo, each 1 catch for 4 yards. Tracy 5 for 23, a long of 10. Scatabo 2 for 10, a long of 11. Chiefs will be out there for their first possession. We got a George Karlaftis tackle for loss for the Chiefs. Let's see. Devin Singletary, the 1 kick return for 23 yards. All right. Again, here's what's coming up over the next 5 nights. No live stream Wednesday. We will release Tecmo Super Bowl videos whenever we have an off day. Let's check the poll. We got 3-0 the voting in favor of the Chiefs. Pretty safe bet, probably. All right. Yeah, not much as far as numbers here. Three solo tackles by Karlaftis. Nick Bolton with 2. Yeah, interesting day of football. You know, we have Thursday night, Buffalo beat Miami by 10, 31-21. Big, I wouldn't say upset, but big surprise, 30-0 Panthers over the Falcons. Of course, Cleveland gets 13 unanswered to close out the Packers in the last 10 minutes of the game or so, 13-10. Or whatever, that fourth quarter. Jacksonville beats the Texans 17-10. Vikings big over the Bengals 48-10. Pittsburgh wins in New England 21-14. Philly wins at home over the Rams by 7. Tampa by 2 over the Jets. All right, 1st and 10. Back to pass. Rolling to his right. Keeps it and runs out of bounds as Mahomes. They stopped the clock with 9 minutes to go. Now it's rolling. 8:55. 2nd down coming up. What was the gain here? So, yeah, we'll go over all those scores later. But, all right, so what was the gain? All right, 2nd and 6 after a gain of 4. Mahomes back to pass, dumps it off to Pacheco, gets tackled at about the 35 to bring up a 3rd and 3. 8:20 first quarter. First Chiefs possession. Giants turned it over on downs on their opening possession. What is that quarter? Oh, it's this one. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. All right, from their own 35, 3rd and 8. Receiver in motion, 2 receivers each side. Looks like Kelsey's up to the top. The back with him in shotgun, motions out, caught over the middle for a 1st down at about the 42. 1st and 10, Chiefs. Who was that on the catch? Number 9 on the Chiefs. Oh, that's Juju Smith-Schuster. Okay, didn't know his number. 7-yard catch and a 1st down. All right, from their own 42, far hash mark, receiver in motion. 2 receivers to the right. Kind of a bunched formation to the top side. Shotgun handoff up the middle, or between the far numbers and far hash mark. Gain of about 3 to the 45, so 2nd and 7 coming up as the Chiefs offense is introduced. Oh, I forgot they had Hollywood Brown. He's number 5. We just had the last carry. Oh, Hunt. Kareem Hunt back. 3 yards on the carry. 2nd and 7 coming up. All right, from their own 45, back to passes Mahomes. Throws over the middle, caught for the 1st down. But we got a flag, so hold on. Might be on the Giants, but let's see what the call is before we give the 1st down. Holding on the offense, so bring it back. We will replay 2nd down, and that'll be 2nd and 17. It's Simmons, number 71, the left tackle. Held the right edge rusher. Yeah, he kind of got him around the helmet and then the left shoulder pad and tackled him to the ground. Just trying to protect Mahomes. 6:18 to go in the 1st. 2nd and 17. Back at their own 35. Shotgun, back to pass. Dumps it. That's Juju Smith-Schuster out to the 45. Still on his feet inside the 50 and gets, I think, enough for the first down. So give him a catch for 17 yards and a first down. Just poor tackling by the Giants. You know, good quick short pass to Smith. He took it to the far numbers, cut it back, got his shirt ripped away, or maybe the shirt he's wearing under his jersey. Yeah, one missed tackle. All right, so they're at the Giants 47, 1st and 10. Bunched formation to the near side. Back to pass. Mahomes launches one down the right sideline. Caught, but out of bounds. No feet inbounds. Good catch, but way out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs as they introduce the Giants defense now. Oh, Brian Burns is 0, the left edge. All right. 2nd and 10. Bunch formation. Now Hollywood Brown in motion. Shotgun throw to Brown. He catches it near the sideline and collared out of bounds about 2 yards short, bringing up 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 likely. Catch for about 8 yards for Hollywood Brown. He was the motion receiver from the far side. They had Juju Smith-Schuster blocking on that pass. So they're down to the Chiefs. Oh, shoot. I forgot to start the clock. 6 on the play clock. 5. Shotgun handoff up the middle. Enough for the first down for the Chiefs. 1st and 10. Already a 4.5 minute drive. 7 plays for 36 yards. But some of that, did they get a penalty or did they decline? I don't remember. No, they got backed up on a penalty. That's right. 4:21 to go, first quarter. First and 10. Mahomes 4 of 5, 36 yards. Bunch formation. Now a receiver in motion to the far side. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Pump fakes. Throws and missed Kelsey. Threw wide of him. Kelsey was near the far numbers, between the numbers and the hash, and he just threw it a little bit to the outside of him. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs. Wide open, too. That's a bad ball. Unless he was trying to lead him. I don't know. But didn't look like a good throw because Kelsey wasn't moving. He could have just thrown it between the numbers, I guess. I don't know. 2nd and 10, Kelsey in motion. Shotgun back to pass. Looking. Throws for Kelsey down the left sideline. Well covered and incomplete at 3:54. Bringing up 3rd and 10. Big play here in the early going. Giants trying to get a stop here. Kelsey just nowhere to go. The ball was thrown a little bit too inside. But the defender, Newbin, number 27, never looked back, but the ball really wasn't catchable. All right, 3rd and 10 from the Giants, 36.5-yard line. They got to get down, past the 26. Giants actually call a timeout. They have 2 remaining in the first half. 3rd and 10 coming up. Here in MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, across the river from downtown New York City. 10 plays each for both offenses so far. They've taken a lot of time off the clock. 41 yards for the Giants, 46 for the Chiefs. Both teams 3 first downs, 5-12 time of possession, 5 missed it for the Giants. All right, big 3rd and 10. Just outside the 36-yard line. Shotgun, back to pass. Mahomes looking. 4-man rush. Throws, right side, dropped by Hollywood Brown. He got one hand on it. Called for a flag, but none to be found. 3:49 to go, 4th and 10. They maybe will send Butker out for a field goal, but this would be pretty long. This would be about a 54, which is crazy to think that that's not that long. Now, Phillips played it well, and if anything, Brown had Phillips by the jersey. All right, so 4th and 10, they do send Butker out. It's a 54-yard. I may have misspoken, but 54 snap, hold, kick is up and hit the upright and crossed the crossbar and is good. Just inside the left upright, it doinked but went over the crossbar, and it's 3:45 to go. First quarter. Yeah, it had a little bit of a hook on it, hit the inside of the bar, hit it, and went across. Not by much, like just past where the camera was. So Butker gets a break, and the Chiefs will kick it off back to the Giants after a timeout. All right, 3:45 to go in the first. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday, and I hope you had a great weekend. 4-0 voting for the Chiefs. And again, tomorrow night, Lions, Ravens should be a good one. I'll have that on ABC. It's not till late in the year where I'll have to use NFL Plus. It might be delayed, like I was a little bit for... although I used ESPN Unlimited, they seem to be not too bad. For the, what was it, Raiders, Chargers? Or no, Chargers at Raiders last week, I think. Yeah, I think that game was in Las Vegas. All right. Oh, yeah, we could check on, see if we got all the scores in. Well, Niners 16-15 over Arizona, last second field goal. Bears take down the Cowboys 31-14. It had been a 14 all game. Seattle, no problem with the Saints, 44-13. Chargers beat the Broncos 23-20, another last second field goal. Broncos lose 2 straight. Washington, no problem with the Raiders, 41-24. Indy all over the Titans, 41-20. Again, Tampa got a blocked field goal return for a touchdown. They were down 1, 27-26, and then they got a field goal to win it, 29-27. Philly blocked a Rams field goal to try and win it when it was 27-26 Eagles, and they returned it for a touchdown. Pittsburgh 21-14 over the Patriots. Minnesota big over the Bengals 48-10. Jacksonville 17-10 over Houston. Packers lose 13-10. 13 straight points by Cleveland in the fourth. Carolina all over Atlanta 30-0. Unbelievable. All right, the kick and the return up the near numbers out past the 35. 1st and 10 coming up for the Giants. Fix the clock in a moment here. All right, 1 second. Let's make sure this is muted real quick. Now it is. All right. All right, 3:38. From the 36, shotgun, back to pass, throw, caught near the first down by number 18. Who is that? All right, what's the call? Okay, Yeah, about a 2nd and 1. Not sure what the ref was signaling there. 2nd in inches, NBC says. That was Darius Slayton on the catch for 9 yards. Shotgun, handoff. Tracy takes it for the first down near midfield. And 1st and 10 for the Giants offense. See, the clock's still ticking. 2:40 to go first quarter. 1st and 10, just inside their own territory yet. Near midfield as we get a shot of Jackson Dart on the sideline already. 1st and 10 from their own 49 for the Giants. 2 backs, shotgun, handoff to one of them. That's Tracy again. He carries it into Chiefs territory for about 2 yards, no more than 3. Going to be 2nd and 8 from the Chiefs' 49-yard line. Depending on the spot, let's see what they say. Shotgun, back to pass. Pass to the left side, hit out of bounds. About 3rd and 5. Who is that? Not getting up after the hit. This does not look good. Oh, no. Chiefs trainers are there. Now the Giants trainers will be over there soon. It's about a gain at 3. 3rd and 5. There's going to be a timeout on the field. I think that was, no, they called 2 yards. I think that was Tracy on the catch. Yeah, for 2 yards. Wait. Are they behind a play? Sure seems like it. Well, it's going to be 3rd down. We'll see what happens after the break for the injured player. And again, it is Tracy. Oh, boy, they can't afford him. Tyrone Tracy Jr. 7 carries, 29 yards, 10 the long. Just 2 catches for 7 yards. And 3 targets as long as 4. Hey, we finally got a vote for the Giants. Or at least 1. 7 votes, 86% going for the Chiefs. Oh, geez. We got a Tommy DeVito commercial. He's not even on the Giants anymore. Okay, they gave... Wait, that's not... Let me refresh. I swear they're behind a play. I don't know if they're just slow to enter it. No, a pass to Tracy was pushed out of bounds at the 46 for a gain of 3. So it'd be 3rd and 5. And yeah, and Tracy's injured on the play. I don't understand. All right, well, there's the drive summaries. Turnover on downs after an 11-play, 41-yard drive, and then a field goal for the Chiefs off the upright and over the crossbar. 14 plays, 46 yards, 5:21 taken off. Second drive. Okay, Tracy is up. It appears to be his right arm that might be the issue from the hit. So anytime they want to get back from commercial and get this underway, we've got a side-by-side, so... Hey, Thax, thanks for chiming in. Now that Russ is removed enough from my Hawks, I can root for him. Yeah. How many, we got 3 teams later now? Broncos, Steelers, and now the G-Men. Yeah, it appears to be an issue with Tracy's right arm or wrist. He took a shot But he grabbed for his bicep, though. But welcome, thanks. All right, shotgun. Wilson back to pass. They dump it off to 44. He says he got face mask. That's Scatabo. That's going to be a loss. No penalty for a face mask. So 4th and long. Bad snap to Wilson. Had to grab it over his head. Oh, Scatabo may have been right. There may have been a face mask on that play. It's actually 4th and 6, a loss of 1. Giants offense on the field with 43 seconds to go in the third quarter. And they might just be trying to draw them off, but that's not going to pick up the first down at this point, even if they do get to jump. All right, they're either going to take the delay a game or call it timeout. Looks like there's a flag. It is a delay a game on Wilson. 29 seconds to go. That'll bring up 4th and 11, and the punting unit will hit the field. Yeah, that should have been a face mask. Scatabo was right. They missed it. And Brian Dable was none too pleased about it. All right, 29 seconds to go in the opening quarter, trailing by 3. The punting unit is on. Clock rolling now. 22 seconds to go. Snap. Kick is away. Fair catch signaled. Hits out of bounds and goes... takes a Chiefs bounce. No, I'm sorry. Hits near the sideline. Takes a Chiefs bounce before being downed. Hit around the 14 and went out to about the 18. 1st and 10 coming up for the Chiefs deep in their own territory. 11 seconds to go. First quarter. Why are we taking a commercial break? Got a side-by-side. Hope this is not a full timeout. All right, well. All right, yeah, quick break. It was probably like 30 seconds. Yeah, they're inside their own 20. That much we know. I think they're between the 15 and 20. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Yep, they are at about the 19. They marked it. Receiver in motion. Handoff to the back. Up the middle, it's Kareem Hunt. Out to about the 22. Give him a gain at 3. That should be the last play of the first quarter. It is. Should be about a 2nd and 7 coming up. We've played 15 minutes. Chiefs 3. Giants nothing. Oh, man, that was a frustrating game the Packers played today. Really no excuses. The offense and the special teams let them down. I guess the radio color commentator, Larry McCarron, longtime Packers offensive lineman, called it. He's like, he was worried about the field goal because they had nearly blocked the one make they had. And that's exactly what happened and did in the Packers and led to them losing good field position for the Browns, and they cashed in with a field goal of their own. You know, when the defense gives up 13 points, you think your offense is going to get 14 or more and should win the game. You know, disappointing. The offense could only get 10 points. Love threw a bad pick, which led to the tying touchdown, and they gave up a couple big runs on the drive that got the field goal to make it 10-3. And Love took a really strange sack to end the third quarter instead of throwing it away, and they could have had a 4th and 1 to start the fourth quarter. It's very strange. All right, let's take a look at the numbers. It will be 2nd and 7. They gave Hunt a carry of 3 to to the 22. All right, Wilson 5 of 6 for only 19 yards. Tracy 7 carries, 29 yards. Left the game though with a right arm injury. It seemed to be. Scatabo 2 for 10. Slayton 1 for 9 on catches. Tracy 2 for 7. Scatabo 2 for 3. Mahomes 4 out of 8, 36 yards. Kareem Hunt 3 for 9. Mahomes 1 for 4. Smith-Schuster 2 catches for 25 yards. Brown 1 for 8. Pacheco 1 for 3. All right, as we get set, and I forgot to fix the clock for the second quarter. Working on that now. All right, just about set here. 2nd and 7 from their own 22. Got to get to the 29. Brown in motion. Mahomes pump fakes, throws it to Hunt. Hunt takes it up the hash mark. It looked like enough for the first down. I don't know where they're going to mark him down. Yeah. Should be 1st and 10 coming up for the Chiefs. Again, the Giants did use a timeout. Chiefs have all 3 remaining for the first half. Five of 9 for 46 yards now for Mahomes. All right, under center, Kelsey on the line. Other tight end in motion. They fake the handoff. Pacheco gets bowled over. That looked like a backwards pass. That might be a live ball. Are we sure about this? They called it incomplete, but I thought Mahomes was throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, and I thought it went backwards. And Pacheco had gotten laid out, so he wasn't prepared to receive it. I think this ball went backwards. Oh, it definitely did. They should not have blown this dead. This looks like it was backwards. And Pacheco wasn't down. All right, so the Giants are challenging. That's what we got going. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, other than losing the yardage, I don't know what they get out of this. Unless they actually recovered it. It was such a weird play. Pacheco was all ticked off and not paying attention. So, yeah, Giants challenge. Mahomes pass short left to Hunt. Wait, no, that was this. Okay, so am I going to have to refresh to get the play-by-play to update? This is ridiculous. Yeah, they don't even have the play in yet. Weird. Thanks. I just really want the Chiefs to start out 0-5 or something so all the Chiefs can stop talking about me. Yeah, I know. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, it's rough to figure out who to root for. Normally, I would cheer for the AFC over the NFC, but I would tend to make an exception for the Chiefs. If it was a better team than the Giants, then I would think about no, but I'm frankly sick of them myself, so I'm with you. But we do have some subscribers who are Chiefs fans, or at least one. I know that. So, no worries. I'm in agreement with you. So they're gonna get a good look at this during the timeout. I mean, I guess they could just give the Chiefs the ball with the loss. Like Pacheco recovered it and gave himself up, but I don't know. I don't even, what happened? Oh, the team stats, but the box score. I've been using ESPN, and I could do the team stats here, I think. All right, what's the review? Yeah, but that should be like an illegal forward pass by Pacheco, chucking the ball. At any rate, it becomes a 2nd and 18. So that was the call. So I guess they gave it to where Pacheco first touched it. Odd, but the Giants will take the... Oh, clock is rolling. Shotgun, back to pass, 4-man rush. Mahomes steps up, delivers over the middle, caught on a diving catch, but a flag is on the field. 13:57. That was the... Looks like Mahomes thinks it's on the Giants. This is caught by... Come on. Let me refresh. 83. I know it's a tight end. Oh, yeah, it was definitely a hold. So they won't take the yards on the catch. They'll take the illegal contact on Phillips, and that's going to be a first down. So no catch. So the Giants give it all back on a 5-yard penalty. Oops, sorry, I forgot to take the timer off the board. All right, 1st and 10 from their 29. A handoff or an end around out to the 40. It's 81. Who is that? All right, we'll check the box score on ESPN. That was Nico Remigio. 1 carry, 11 yards. So, wait, they gave him a first down? I thought he was short. Okay, at the 40, never mind. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, steps up. 4-man rush, swarming around him. He throws, caught. That's Hollywood. No, that's Juju Smith-Schuster inside the 35. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. 12:52 to go. Snap to pass. Yeah, he had to dance around in the pocket, but he bought enough time, and Juju Smith-Schuster got it open. He didn't end up... Yeah, he got outside the pocket, outside the hash marks, and delivered a strike to Smith-Schuster. 12:26. Shotgun, back to pass, looking. 4-man rush, chasing him out of the pocket towards the sideline. He gets up maybe 1 or 2. And, whoa, let's not taunt. Take it easy. G-men. Good gravy. Mahomes is going to get any and all calls. It's going to be either 2nd and 8 or 2nd and 9. NBC has 2nd and 9. 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. I don't know how my clock got that far ahead. All right, 11:49. 7 on the play clock. Receiver in motion. Fakes the handoff. Throws a sidearm pass. Caught. Should have dropped it. It was Gray, number 83. I forgot Gray was 83. 3rd and long after about a 2 or 3 yard loss. Oh, you're welcome, Father Time, anytime. All right, 11:20. 3rd, they do call it 12 for the Chiefs. Already a 3-0 lead. He has Kareem Hunt in the backfield with him. He's in shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side. Back to pass. Look, steps up at the 40. There's a flag on the field. He ran ahead for the first down and takes the hit instead of sliding. But with 10:51, I'm guessing It's something on the line of scrimmage. I don't know if it's definitely a holding on the Chiefs. We'll see. What's the call? Illegal formation on the Chiefs. Wipes out a first down. Bring them back 5 yards. We'll retry at 3rd and 17. Taylor, number 74, not lined up close enough to the center, apparently. Can't line up in such a V formation at the tackle position. Oh, yeah, he was quite a bit back. All right, 3rd and 17. Yeah, clock rolling, 10:33. They finally brought it back up. Shotgun, back to pass. Caught over the middle by Gray near the 30. That'll bring up 4th down. And likely a field goal attempt for Harrison Butker in a minute here. 10:50. Oh, let me slow the clock down a little bit. 10:12. 4th and 7. And he made from 54. This one should be about, what, 48? Yeah, it will be 48. Up the middle. Snap, hold, kick is on its way. And good. Back of the net, no problem. 6-0 Chiefs after the field goal, 9:48 to go. They will be kicking off after this timeout. All right, well, it's close. That's about all we can say, at least, but not terribly exciting from an offensive standpoint, but I already had a game like that. Packers-Browns was a little bit of great defense, but a lot of poor offense as well. And poor special teams, at least for the Packers, on the second field goal. All right, let's take a look. Mahomes, 8 of 12, 80 yards. Nick Remigio, the leading rusher, 1 carry for 11 yards. Hunt, 3 for 9. Mahomes, 3 for 5. He had another carry, but it got wiped out by an illegal formation. Would have been a first down, but they settled for the field goal. Yeah, exactly. We haven't seen any Russ moonballs. That's the one thing in his arsenal he's still got. Is Neighbors out? I guess I wasn't, wonder if Neighbors is out. I didn't get a look at the inactives. Oh, yeah, they charged Mahomes with a fumble and Pacheco. Oh, that's right. That was that weird play. Yeah, the Packers couldn't run the ball. They lost 2 linemen in the first half. Both had been injured and I think missed the last game. And then they were coming in tonight. Zach Tom went down in the first 3 plays. I think he has an oblique injury. And then he's the right tackle. Banks went down. He's the left guard. I think he was in the first half. Not sure when. They couldn't run. Like I said, Love took a bad sack to end the third quarter instead of throwing it away and bringing up a 4th and 1. It was 10-3. The Packers gave up 10-3 after they gave up a bunch of long runs. And then on the ensuing drive, Love threw a bad pick, and that allowed the Cleveland to tie it up at 10. Then the Packers drove, were lined up for the winning field goal, and promptly got it blocked, and then Browns moved into field goal range and won it at the gun. So they completely blew a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. The defense was out of gas with about 10 minutes to go. And like I said, the offense and special teams really let them down. You can't blame the defense when they give up 13 points. Return from about the 8, up past the 20, 25, about 26-yard line. 9:43 to go. We have to see if they give an update on Tracy and his arm. Of course, their left tackle is back tonight. Hasn't played since like week 6 for the Giants last year. So Giants ball, 1st and 10. I mean, no excuses for Green Bay. They should have won. They didn't look like they were ready. It was 83 and humid in Cleveland, but no excuses. Both teams had to play through it. Yeah, Andrew Thomas at left tackle for the Giants. Shotgun. Russ fakes the handoff to Scatabo. Back. Oh, he gets hit as the ball is delivered, and it falls short out of bounds. He was going to throw a moon ball, but I think his arm got tipped or the ball got tipped, and it kind of wobbled out of his hand. We'll have 2nd and 10. Left edge rusher got to him. No, right edge. Or maybe a DB. Yeah, he got his hand on the ball, on the tip facing away. And then when Russ came forward, it was deflected. Number 35 on the deflection. They're saying he was going for Neighbors deep. Well, it's about time. I wasn't sure Neighbors was even out there. Shotgun, handoff, gain of maybe 2, 3 at the max. So they'll have a 3rd and 8 coming up, depending on the spot. Yeah, no. Yeah, the other 2 blocked field goals were returned for touchdowns. Eagles, when they were up 1. Oh, Gano, groin is questionable. Isn't that's Graham Gano there? Oh, wait, they're giving up a Tracy. Okay, Tracy shoulder is questionable to return. 3rd and 7, actually. Russ throws deep down the field, intercepted at the 30. Good Lord, another arm punt. And they're going to be calling for Jackson Dart. Returned to Giants territory. Number 30 on the pick. Yeah, so the Eagles blocked the Rams' game-winning potential field goal and returned it for a touchdown. Jets blocked a field goal by the Bucks to give them a 1-point lead, but then the Bucks drove down, returned for a touchdown, and then the Bucks ended up driving for the game-winning field goal. So yeah, 3 blocked kicks within a matter of minutes of each other. So 1st and 10 Chiefs in Giants territory. So Tracy is questionable with the shoulder. So another blow to the Giants offense. Yeah. Yep. Maybe we get one more tonight. Yeah, it was nuts. Yeah, I know. He does 2. One gets tipped because the rush gets home, and then the next one, I don't know, he just arm punted. There were like 3 Chiefs there. But that's what happened. He had some good deep balls last week, but then he ended the game with a bad arm punt. So, yeah, and that Flacco played pretty well. Not going to take anything away from him for the Browns. He hung in there. Packers, I think Gary had 2 sacks. It didn't seem like they were getting to him that much. And he threw a pick, but it was late in the first half to try and either get into field goal range or maybe have one run in for a touchdown. Xavier McKinney picked him off, former Giant. And that was it. Packers had a near fumble by Josh Jacobs. They got lucky to recover it, and Love, a bad pick, was just short of being a pick 6. And the blocked field goal, I mean, special teams are always an issue for the Packers. They probably haven't had great special teams since they won the Super Bowl in '96. I'm not even going to count the 2010 team. They were awesome in special teams. In fact, the special teams kind of helped them win in the playoffs quite a bit when they had Desmond Howard. Yeah, I know. They probably should go to Dart. Yeah, he can still sling it, but his decision making and, the Giants' offense is obviously struggling. But Russ is 5 and 8, 19 yards and a pick now, and they might not have Tracy back, so they weren't getting much on the ground, and now, their biggest. I guess they could try Singletary and keep slugging Scatabo, but all right. First and 10. They're at the Giants 47, the Chiefs. 8:43 to go. Handoff. Pacheco up the hash mark. Between the hash and the far numbers. Give him about a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. And why are we highlighting Travis Kelce? The missed pass when he was wide open in the zone. All right, can we please get back to the game? And that incompletion down the sideline. Okay, great. They gave each other fist bumps on the sideline. Faked the handoff to Pacheco, caught near the sideline and taken out of bounds for the first down. That is number 80 on the catch. Let me get his name. Don't know the Chiefs that well. That's Thornton, number 80. 1 catch for 7 yards. Kelce has 6 catches, 108 yards, and a touchdown in a little over 2 games here. Well, none in this game, so in the other 2 games. 7:40 to go. Handoff to Pacheco up the left side, down to, I don't know, they're going to be about a 2nd and 3. It looked like about a gain of 7. Driving in Giants territory. Nope, make it 2nd and, wait, what? I think I had it backwards in my head. I meant to say 2nd and 3. It's 2nd and 4. I marked it as 7 instead. All right. Hollywood Brown, or no, Juju Smith-Schuster in motion. Shotgun, back to pass. Throws. Kelce, caught, first down, near the 20, maybe the 19. Good little route, enough for the first down. Good throw and catch. Mahomes lined up on the left side, went around Gray. Yeah, just past the line, and caught it and got enough. Oh, Mahomes' arm got hit on the throw, so a heck of a throw to get that one to Kelce. 6:26. 6 on the play clock. Back to pass. Throws incomplete. Led 24 too much. 2nd and 10 coming up at 6:17. Who was the target? Brashard Smith? Is that? I think that's it. All right, 2nd and 10, 6:17 to go, second quarter. In shotgun. Fake the handoff to Pacheco. Throw short to Kelce. That's going to be a loss of 1 or 2. And they're going to have 3rd and 12 coming up. They backed up to their own, to the Giants' 22-yard line. They got to get to the 10. Carter, 51, in on the play. I think. I don't know. I don't know why he must have applied pressure. I wasn't really paying attention to the replay. Yep, got to get to the 10. 3rd and 12 from the Giant 32. Shotgun, back to pass. 4-man rush. Tipped. Caught. Nope, incomplete. I think I got tipped at the line of scrimmage, and then Smith-Schuster couldn't haul it in. It'll be 4th and 12 with 5:28 to go. So the Giants' defense bends but doesn't break, and it will likely be another Harrison Butker field goal. Who had the strongest arm? I don't know. Favre? Marino? That's a tough question. Or who still does? Yeah. Maybe Mahomes or Allen of Buffalo. Field goal up, and he missed it wide right. No good. Butker wide right again. Much as his politics are. I know that's the joke. All right, 1st and 10 for the Giants as they catch a break, and Butker it was like high enough and deep enough, but it just kept slicing to the right, and he missed. That was not that long a field goal. That had to be like a 40-yarder. Yeah, let's see if they've got it here. He's 2 for 3, and he hit a 54-yarder, and he just sliced wide right on about a 40-yarder, I think. Wow. Well, the Giants catch a break. They're still only down 6. I guess I got to refresh this play-by-play. I don't understand why. It should do it on its own. Yeah, 40-yard field goal, no good, wide right. Matt Ariza, the punter, is the holder. Winchester is the long snapper. Speaking to Allen, we got a SoFi commercial with Allen. Yeah, it's crazy. Kickers are at a premium here. I mean, other than Aubrey, is anybody's job safe? I mean, the Falcons cut Younghoe Koo, and the guy they replaced him with seemed to have a rough day today. But Koo did have a bad year last year, and he missed a crucial kick in week 1. I think he had just lost his confidence. But yeah, this replacement isn't very good. Man, the Falcons, they beat the Vikings. I think they lost week 1, right? They lost to I don't know, maybe Tampa at home, I want to say. Certainly glad they beat the Vikings, though. Can't stand the Vikings. First favorite team is the Green Bay Packers, always. Second favorite team, whoever the Vikings are playing. Okay, why do we need to look at Odell Beckham Jr.'s one-handed catch again? I mean, is this the anniversary or something? Why are we still talking about that? We got to show that end zone? I mean, how long has it been since Odell's even been on the team? This has to be ancient history. 1st and 10 from their own 30, near hash mark, shotgun, handoff. That's Scatabo for a gain of 6 out to the 36-yard line, bringing up 2nd and 4. And Kelsey having heated words with Reed on the sideline. I don't get it. And I don't get him wearing that free Rice t-shirt in warm-ups last week. Another Cam Scatabo run for a first down and then some out near the 50. He gets tackled down at the Giants 48. 1st and 10 for the Giants at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Yes, Elway, of course. Yeah, good call. Yeah. Ribs, I think, in cases sometimes too. Yeah. So, yeah, Favre and Elway is a good call. Nowadays, like I said, maybe Josh Allen. I don't feel like anybody really rips it as much anymore. Shotgun, Russ, back to pass. Completed for a gain of 3. Gets up, maybe picks up another yard. It's Slayton, I think, number 18 on the catch. Okay, I don't know. They're just talking about Scatabo. It'll be a 2nd and we'll say 6. It is. NBC finally put it up. All right. 3:37. 2nd and 6. They're in Chiefs territory at the 48.5. And he is Scatabo, another carry to the left side. He is tackled for a loss of 2. That'll bring up about a 3rd and 8, 3:20 to go in the first half, second quarter. All right, 3 minutes remaining. 3rd and 8 at the 50. Got to get to the Chiefs 42. Far hash mark. 3 receivers to the near side. A back with him in shotgun. 1 split out top side. Back to the pass. Looking left. Steps up. Dumps it to Scatabo. He takes it inside the 35. And we got a late flag on the play at 2:40. Russ was near the line of scrimmage. I don't think they called it an illegal forward pass. Maybe a hold downfield after Scatabo caught it. So what's the call going to be here at 2:40? Nope, it was number 20, Williams, illegal contact. Oh, yeah, he grabbed number 84 by the jersey, too. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Giants in Chiefs territory. Decent drive underway for the Giants. 2:32. Might be the last play before the 2-minute warning. In shotgun, a back behind him. 6 on the play clock. Shotgun handoff. And that goes nowhere. And that was Devin Singletary on the carry. Should be a 2nd and 10. Looks like it's going to be the 2-minute warning. And it is. 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Giants at about the KC 34-yard line. That was a 16-yard pickup on that little dump-off to Scatabo, and they declined the illegal contact penalty. All right, we got 11 votes, 82% for the Chiefs. What is this? According to Next Gen Stats report from 3 months ago, Bo Nix has the longest air yard successful pass since 2016. In 24, he had one go for 67 air yards before being caught. Wow. Was that Judy maybe? Or no, wait, not last year. They didn't have Judy last year, did they? Forgot he was already a Brown last year. Oh, excuse me. All right. Oh, they gave Singletary a gain of 1 to the 33. Okay, so it is going to be a 2nd and 9. Let me correct that. All right, we'll take a look at the box. Mahomes, 11 of 17, 91 yards, no sacks. 39 yards rushing for the Chiefs. 91 in the air. Smith-Schuster, 3 catches for 52 yards, long at 27. 2 for 3 on field goals. Butker just missed from 40 yards, wide right. Giants possession still underway after the missed field goal. 7 of 10, Wilson, 39 yards and a pick on an arm punt. Tracy left the game with a right shoulder injury, questionable to return. 7 carries, 29 yards. Scatabo, 5 for 26. Devin Singletary, 2 for 4. Scatabo, leading receiver, 3 for 19. He just picked up that first down with a 16-yard catch. All right. So not much for the Giants offense thus far. Their opening drive ended on downs. Hey, Hilltime Sports, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope your channel is continuing to grow. Batting practice as well. Hello, Rhonda. Hey, Hilltime, thanks so much for the donation. Thank you. Whoop, I didn't mean to take it down. I was trying to... Yeah, I figured Rhonda was just enjoying the game. Who? Why did that guy throw in the wrong? They were doing like a touchdown drill. All right. Yeah, thank you so much, Hilltime Sports. In shotgun, 2nd and 9. Russ looking left, dumps it and misses Scatabo on the right side, incomplete. Nearly tipped up in the air and intercepted, but 1:54 to go. And 3rd and 9 coming up from the Chiefs 34. He did tip it up in the air. I thought, yeah, and it one hopped, and the Chiefs, Chiefs were close to picking that off. Thanks, Hilltime Sports. No worries. Don't. Thank you. Appreciate it. No worries. 3rd and 9, shotgun. Russ looking left, throws down the sideline, incomplete. Overshot Slayton by at least 5 yards, but we might have a late hit or maybe illegal contact. So hold the phone. Here, let's see what this call is. It was roughing the passer. 56 on the call. 1st down for the Giants, and they say thank you very much, number 56. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. He could have let up, and he just took a 2-hand shot to Russ's shoulder pads. Yeah, he could have easily laid up. I mean, he would have been well within his right to make contact, but you can't just blow up the quarterback. That was a really dumb penalty by the Chiefs. Yeah. 1:53, 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, just between the 18 and 19. Handoff to Scatabo goes nowhere. 2nd and 10 coming up. And another flag at 1:49. Let's see what this is about. $95, isn't that Jones? Yeah. 1st down again. Huge 1st down. 1st and 10 now. As Jones with a holding call, which I don't get that. He had the center. Where is Jones? Oh, he was holding. Yeah, he was. That was kind of a dumb play. I don't understand what he expected to gain there. Okay, they had 147 briefly. Now it's back to 149. 1st and 10. Ooh, burger sounds good. All right, 1st and 10, just inside the 14-yard line. Handoff, Scatabo up the middle, breaks a tackle, lunges forward. Did he get a touchdown, or is he down at the 1? 1:44 to go. Apparently it's a touchdown. I thought he might have bounced in. He just did a backflip. Holy Toledo. Touchdown, G-Man. And we are tied at 6. Let me see if he got in. He lunged forward, put his hand down. Yeah, he's in. He got the ball across the goal before his knees touched down. What a tremendous effort. He got tripped up at the 6. And he managed to get his left hand down to give him enough propulsion into the end zone. So 17, a lefty kicker on. Kick is up and blocked. Yeah, their kicker is injured. So we are tied at 6. Another kick blocked. 1:44 to go. So I think Graham Gano is injured. And that was a poor attempt at an extra point. But thanks to Scatabo, the Giants have tied it up at 6 late in the first half. Oh. Yeah. Well, for me, I'll go with the WNBA. It's just the Packer games that are going to override any WNBA, and I needed to rest my voice. I didn't want to call the second half of Fever Aces. The Fever kind of blew them out anyways. But I needed a break between games. And I also didn't want to call the rest of the Cowboys Bears because I needed a rest between games as too. All right, well, we are tied. So So with Graham Gano hurt, Gillen kicked the extra point. It was blocked by Gillot, Gillotte. Holder was Olszewski. So let's see. Yeah, do they just have a backup kicker? He's a lefty. No, it's the punter. So he was active and then just not able to go? I don't understand. They should have gone for 2. I'm sure they'll correct that going forward. So the punter, a lefty punter, got his extra point blocked. Interesting. Actually, KC has not punted yet. And a 28-yarder? It was inside the 20, but I can't believe. I think it's Graham Gano. I can't believe he's still around kicking. He wasn't very good like 10 years ago. Not good. But defense played great. Offense looked out of sorts. Couldn't run the ball. 2 offensive linemen got hurt. Bad pick by Love. Bad sack to end the third quarter. Special teams let them down again. That's just par for the course for, All right, return past the 20 by the Chiefs. We got 1:38 to go. 1st and 10 in a tie game. Yeah, it was a bummer losing, but it's an AFC loss. Doesn't really hurt you as much. It was 43 on the block for the Chiefs. It was a very low kick. Gano trying to give advice, I guess, to Scatabo. I don't know. Empty backfield. Mahomes back to pass, incomplete to Gray. Tackle might have been early, but we got 1:35 to go on the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up. But the Giants cash in after the miss by Butker from 40 out. They do get the touchdown. That was like a 70-yard drive, but botched extra point. 2nd and 10, own 22, in shotgun, back to pass. Throws it behind the line of scrimmage. That's a fumble. The Giants scoop it up. No, Mahomes dove on it back at the 7. You have got to be kidding me. Giants were thinking touchdown and didn't just fall on it. That would have been a huge setup for their offense if they could have just fallen on the ball. Heads-up play by Mahomes to get the ball back. That ball was definitely behind the line of scrimmage. And Pacheco, it was a bad throw. Pacheco couldn't even get a hand on it. He was turning towards the end zone and had to turn inside. He was all twisted around. 24 didn't get it. 58 had it, and Mahomes just ripped it away. An incredible play by Mahomes to prevent a touchdown at about the 6-yard line. Holy crap. Timeout Giants with 124. They put a lot of time back on, I think. 3rd and 25 coming up for the Chiefs. Wow, what is going on? Sorry, having to look at the keyboard. 3rd and 25. Wow. What a heads-up play by Mahomes, though. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. All right. Back at their own 7. 3rd and 25, shotgun. He has a back with them. And they do hand it off. It's Hunt up the middle past the 10. Taken down at about the 14-yard line. Giants were down to 1 timeout. I forgot to mark it. And they just used their last one. or is he waving off the time? I don't know. It's 4th down and long. Looks like the Giants used their last timeout. Chiefs have all 3. They put time back on the clock. 1:21. 4th and about 20, I would say at least. Nope, 4th and 19, gain of 6. Wow, what a play. Now Ariza comes on the field to punt it away from his own goal line. What a play by Mahomes to prevent the touchdown and prevent the turnover. The Giants would have been knocking on the doorstep for another touchdown. There's the snap. Kick moves forward. Kick is in the air. High and deep. Fair catch by 80. It hit. I thought it hit a Chief, though. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty. And he got labeled out of bounds. But let's hold the bets. Let's see what the call is. Should be a 1st and 10 coming up for the Giants. Yeah, so it hit the Chief. I don't know why the Giants bothered to try and... It was Suzuki, 80. Okay, interference with the... That's a 15-yard penalty and a 1st down, yeah. Williams, number 2, fair catch interference, or punt return interference, yeah. He put his hand up, and it hit his right hand. That was crazy. He was trying to slow down. And, yeah, that's a big 15-yard penalty. The Giants only have 1 for 5. And the Chiefs now have 5 for 50. So, undisciplined play here out of the Chiefs on the road. Had led 6-0, had a shot at a 9-0 lead. Instead, we're tied. And the Giants already have a 1st and 10 at the Chiefs' 41. Receiver in motion to the near side. Russ in shotgun, a back with him. That is a shotgun, back to throw. Looking, gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Wounded duck. And 2nd and 10. Looks like he had Devin Singletary in shotgun with him. Yeah. The rush got home. Yeah, the right edge got around the left tackle and interfered with the throw. All right, 2nd and 10. Wilson 7 of 12 for 39 yards. Shotgun, back to pass. Looking, launches one down the left sideline. Looked like maybe a hold, and I think it is. 1:02 to go. This game's really slowing down because of the flags, too. We had been going on at a pretty good pace, but, well, we're not at 90 minutes yet. Personal foul. Oh, a face mask. Who'd they? On number 20. Another 1st and 10 then. Williams, number 20, on the coverage of Slayton, and they call him for a face mask. Oh, he got him at the 42-yard line even before the route started. Oh, that was dumb. Thought they would say maybe illegal hands to the face, but they called it a face mask. Either way, it's a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the Chiefs' 26. Shooting themselves in the foot on defense. Shotgun, handoff. Up the middle. And it's Devin Singletary for about 4, bringing up a 2nd and 6. Giants out of timeouts. The clock is stopped, though, at 56 seconds. What for? Oh, the Chiefs called a timeout. Okay. That's an interesting call. I would think you'd try to put the pressure on the Giants. Forgot, did the Chiefs start with the ball? No, the Giants did. The Chiefs are going to get the ball to start the second half, I think. All right, 14 votes, 71% for the Chiefs. Appreciate you all being here. Neighbors, 1 target, yeah. And that was a ball batted down or tipped at the line of scrimmage. Not batted down, but definitely deflected. All right, 2 timeouts to the Chiefs. Giants out of timeouts. 6-6, 56 seconds, second quarter from the 23-yard line. 2nd and 6. In shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side. Singletary back to pass protect. Moonball to the end zone, and it's another interception. Touchback for Watson. Unbelievable. What are you doing, Russ? You just threw away a chance at a field goal on 2nd and 6 for a shot in the end zone, which looked terrible. So 1st and 10 at their own 20. I guess he was forcing it to Neighbors. Yeah, single man coverage. Good coverage. Maybe he baited him. Looked like there was some clutching and grabbing in that, but yeah, good pick. Don't know what Russ saw there. Just forcing one to Neighbors. Yeah, Watson. Shotgun back to pass. It's batted down at the line of scrimmage. He was going for Kelsey in the flat to the near side. 46 seconds to go, 2nd and 10, and number 0 is down for the Giants. Oh, boy. Burns. He was lining up at right edge. He jumped up and batted the ball down. Oh, his right knee landed funny. That's that damn artificial surface. I think his cleat grabbed, and I think he hyperextended his right knee. That looked bad as the Giants take a knee. Oh, man, hate to see it. He made a tremendous play, and then like his cleat got caught, and his right leg just went straight. Yeah, bad moonball by Russell and another pick. Cost them at least a chance at 3. They would have had 3rd and 6 if he doesn't take that deep shot. So it wasn't out of the question that they actually pick up the first down if he doesn't throw it away. Or turn it over, I should say. Okay, he is walking under his own power, so that's good news for Burns. I think he will head to the locker room early to be examined, but seems to be okay, but I'm sure they're going to want to get a scan of that, but we'll see. Hopefully nothing serious. Yes, it just looked like a MetLife turf monster issue after he jumped up to bat the ball down. All right, 2nd and 10 from their own 20 in shotgun, empty set. Back to pass, looking, throws it to Kelsey over the middle, spun forward for the first down at the 30. Got to wrap up quicker than that. Chiefs with 2 timeouts, and they do burn one here. And I don't know if they'll put time back on, but stopped it at 36 seconds. They seemed to at least let 4 seconds tick off if they had wanted to call that earlier. All right, we're tied at 6. 1 touchdown in the game. Blocked extra point, and Butker missed a 40-yarder for the Chiefs. Yeah, blocked extra point for the Giants because Graham Gano is injured and the punter's doing the kicking duties. All right. They did put 4 seconds back on the clock. I was wondering about that. 40 seconds to go. 1 timeout for the Chiefs here in the first half. Mahomes, 12 for 20, 100 yards. Russell Wilson, 7 for 13, 39 yards, 2 picks. Tracy got injured. He is questionable to return. He had a right shoulder injury. Took a hard shot before it going out of bounds. All right, apologies. They say it's 3rd and 1. I guess I forgot to mark some. Oh, okay. I thought they had given Kelsey the first down. Wait, what? How is it 3rd and 1? Oh, they marked him at the 29. I thought he had a first down. Okay. Okay. Now there's 43 seconds left. It sounds like they reviewed that play and marked Kelsey short. It's 3rd and 1 now. Okay. 43 seconds. Handoff up the middle. They get the first down. Looks like Pacheco on the carry. Now there's 40 seconds to go. And did they use their final timeout? Yes, they did. Now they have a 1st and 10. Okay, that was weird. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that. Burns is back. So good news for Giants fans. All right, good to see he's okay. Yep, next Sunday night, the 2-1 Packers in Dallas to take on the Cowboys, who are 1-2. And we'll have that game on Sinbin Stream. All right, both teams out of timeouts. 40 seconds to go in a tie 6-6 first half. All right, in shotgun, back to pass, looking, 4-man rush, rolls to the right, keeps it, and then just dumps it out of bounds with 33 seconds. 2nd and 10 coming up. Long first half with these injuries, interceptions, incompletions, and a couple reviews. We had started out well, but the last few minutes of this first half are dragging to a grinding halt. Hello, Sinbin Admin. Thank you for the early halftime entertainment. From their own 32.5, 2nd and 10, shotgun back to pass, 4-man rush. Mahomes throws down the field, short, almost intercepted by the Giants. 21 Adebo should have had the pick with 27 seconds to go, but he dropped it. Good pass, and that might be a touchdown. Mahomes like throwing off his back foot, I think. Pressure was getting to him late. He stepped forward. It was short. The number 80 couldn't make the catch, and Adebo stepped in front of it. Should have had a pick. 3rd and 10 from their own, I guess, 32.5. They got to get past the 42. So 3rd and 10, shotgun back to pass. Mahomes looking, throws over the middle, caught and dropped by Juju Smith-Schuster. It was a tough catch behind him. We do have a flag. Wonder if it was a late hit on Mahomes or something. Let's see what the call is. Or holding? Oh, legal contact on the Giants. That's a first down. Phillips again. Wow, huge play. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Wow, the Chiefs looked like they might not have been an illegal. Oh, man, there was a false start on the right tackle, 74, that they missed. Yeah, Phillips held the guy, but, man, that should have been offsetting penalties. That was a false start on the right tackle they missed. Back to pass, looking, or even a legal formation. Flushed out of the pocket, rolls to the right, going to get dragged. Nope, he's still on his feet. Sideline launches one down the middle of the field. Oh, no, we got interference, and there's the flag. Phillips again with 7 seconds to go. What are we doing, G-men? Mahomes buying all kinds of time, and that's going to be a pass interference. Holy crap. Giants giveth and taketh away, I guess, here. Looked like they were going to get off the field. Then it was an illegal contact, but should have been offset with a false start. Or no, would have been a dead ball foul. Pass interference on Phillips, so that'll be a 1st and 10. But the Chiefs are out of timeouts, and there's only 7 seconds left. I guess they could take a quick shot at the end zone, but any play tackled inbounds is going to be the half. Yeah, that was Hollywood Brown trying to come back to the ball, and he just hooked him Phillips hooked him with the left arm. 1st and 10 from the 11, 7 seconds. Ooh, it looked like another false start. Throws short and incomplete. I think they'll send Butker out with 4 seconds to go. So they get the benefit of a long pass interference, and they send Butker out for, it'll be about a, 29-yard field goal. He made from 54 and 48 and missed from 40, wide right. This should be about a 29-yarder. They'll set down at like the 18 or 19. Yep, 28, NBC says. All right, snap, hold, kick on the way. Splits the uprights. That should be the half. 9-6 Chiefs. And let's get the halftime clock going immediately. Just in case. I thought it was 14 minutes. Didn't seem like it in the Packers-Browns game, though, earlier today. And, yes, the Chiefs will get the ball in the second half, and they now have a 9-6 lead. Let me fix the clock as well. They're interviewing Andy Reid as he heads to the locker room. All right. Chiefs ball to start the second half. All right, just a reminder. Yeah, Colts won again. Lions, Ravens tomorrow. Little over 22 hours from now. Start the live stream about 7:10 off of ABC over the air. Yeah, rough half, long half. It really slowed down in that second quarter. We were going at a decent pace because the first quarter went by quick because both teams opened up with 5-minute drives. So the first quarter wasn't too bad, but yeah, that second quarter was a bit brutal. Butker missed wide right from 40. Giants get a extra point blocked. So it could be 12-7 Chiefs. Instead it's 9-6. Yeah, so Graham Gano is apparently injured, and they had to go with the punter to do the kicking, to handle the kicking duties. All right, let's take a quick look at the halftime stats. Then I'm going to take a break. Again, Wilson 7-13, 39 yards, but 2 moonball picks, 1 in the end zone, which ended up leading to a field goal to end the half. Scatabo now with 6 carries, 39 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Tracy 7 for 29, but questionable to return with a right shoulder injury. Singletary 3 for 7. Scatabo 3 catches, 19 yards, 16 the long. Not much going right on the offense except the ground game, that one drive, and they got set up by some bad Chiefs penalties to get that touchdown. 15 votes, 67% for the Chiefs. And Mahomes, 12 of 23, 100 yards, got a big pass interference call to set up by Phillips to set up that last field goal. Pacheco, not much on the ground, 48 yards as a team. 100 receiving. Schuster, 3 for 52, 27 long. 3 for 13, Kelsey on 7 targets. And, yeah, not much. Mahomes lost 2 fumbles, both of them on like throws behind the line of scrimmage. Pacheco recovered 1. The Giants had scooped 1 up and looked like they were going to score from the 7. But Mahomes came in and just ripped it away from the defenders. That saved, a touchdown or at least an easy field goal by Mahomes. I mean, to save it, prevented the Giants. Yeah, I shouldn't say easy field goal. They got an extra point blocked. So saved a touchdown, I guess. They're probably going to go for it from now on. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Doing one or both helps with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers and helps me grow the channel. I thank you so much for your support. We are 1 sub shy of 700. Thank you. And 13 likes. Thank you so much. All right, I'll be back. Got to get some water. Hopefully that voice doesn't give out. We'll be right back. I'll put the box score up for a halftime here. You can see the offense at least. All right, thanks, everybody. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Let me unplug my phone charger real quick. Might need something more than water to get through this second half. At least it's close, but that's not saying a whole lot. These offenses look pretty inept against each other. Again, Tyrone Tracy Jr. left the game early with the right shoulder injury and questionable to return. I pretty much think he's probably done for the night, though. Took a hard shot to the shoulder Why are we showing high? Oh, they're pumping next Sunday's game. They're showing the Dez did no catch game under the rules at the time. Then again, who the heck knows what a catch is anymore? Ankle sprain, and CeeDee Lamb gonna go undergo an MRI tomorrow. Yeah, I saw he left the game against the Bears early, but wasn't sure on the severity of the injury. All right, one touchdown. It was by Scatabo, who promptly did a backflip celebration in the end zone. Extra point was blocked. All right, let me reset the clock. I know it's a little early. All right, let's check this out. Halftime. All right, we're good. All right, should be a good game tomorrow, though. Lions, Ravens. Both teams 1-1, I believe. Yep. Baltimore lost to Buffalo in week 1. That thrilling game where the Ravens choked in Buffalo. And the Lions lost to the Packers week 1. They both won last week, though. Ravens over the Browns, I think. And the Lions, of course, beat the Bears badly. Bears beat the Cowboys today, though. In Chicago. Go figure. For their first win of the year. Yeah, hopefully the Packers take care of business next Sunday night and let this Browns game be a wake-up call. Again, it doesn't hurt too much since it is an AFC loss, but still, no excuses for not taking care of business today. All right, just checking the audio again. All right, we're good. Oh, yeah, let's take a look. Oh. Let's take a look real quick at the YouTube live page. We should be showing up there, but just want to double check. I think it must be the hashtags that do it. Why did I do that? All right, let's go live. Let's see. Yep, we're on the front page. There's a couple other. There's swimming going on? Interesting. Okay. Preseason hockey. Wow, there's a lot of people watching. Interesting. Okay. All right. Should be just about set for the second half. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get ready here. Oh, good. We got 20 views on the video from Saturday. Take that. Yep, should be just about set to start the third. Again, Chiefs getting the ball first after the kickoff. Should be exciting week, though. We got football Monday, Thursday, couple good games. And Game 2 in the WNBA semifinals Tuesday, and Game 3 Friday night. Just Wednesday will be a night off. All right, here's the kick. Returned up the near numbers, out to the 25 or 26 yard line for the Chiefs. 14:55 to go, third quarter. 1st and 10. As they interviewed Dable, they have trailed at halftime in 10 of their last 12 games, they being the New Jersey Giants. All right. In shotgun. Handoff. Pacheco bounces it to the outside numbers and taken down after a gain of 3 out to the 29 yard line. My bad. So 2nd and about 7. I'm sure they'll call it. There's the kickoff play. All right, we'll put it like that. Oh, shoot. I got to straighten the jersey. It looks crooked. Pass down the right sideline. Caught by Hollywood Brown and out of bounds. 1st and 10, Chiefs. Still in their own half of the field, but getting closer to midfield as we speak. 14:06. 14:02. All right, let's speed it up. There we go. 1st and 10 after the pass to Hollywood Brown. They're at the 46-yard line, their own 46. Far hash mark. Receiver back in motion. Handoff. It's Pacheco past midfield down to almost the 46-yard line of the Giants. So it should be a gain of 8, bringing up 2nd and 2. Yeah, Brown for 17 yards on that last play. And let's see if they give Pacheco 7 or 8 here, depending on the spot. Good carry right up the middle. It is 2nd and 2. Shotgun, another handoff to Pacheco. This one is no gain, though. 51 on the tackle. Carter. That'll bring up 3rd and 2 from the Giants. 46. Big play coming up. Yeah, I think I'm going to need a drink. Although I am getting a little sleepy. That might not be good. All right. I think they gave him a loss of 1. So 3rd and 3 from the 47-yard line. Empty backfield. Shotgun. Mahomes back to pass. Kelsey catches it. Outside numbers on the far side. Inside the 35, and he signals 1st down. Kelsey was wide on the right side. Did a quick juke to the inside, then cut it outside, faked out the coverage, and got enough on the catch for the 1st down. All right, under 12 to go, 3rd quarter, 1st and 10 in Giants territory, just inside the 35. 1st and 10, fake the handoff, throws right side, caught and taken down short of the 1st down. That's Hollywood Brown. Give him a gain of at least 7. 2nd and either 2 or 3 coming up. Kelsey had a 13-yard catch. It is 2nd and 3 after the 7-yard catch by Hollywood Brown to the right side. All right. From the 37-ish, yeah, about 36.5. It's really a long 2. Handoff to 24. He gets the 1st down and is tackled between the 20 and 25. Actually, 2nd and 3rd effort. No, they blew it dead at about the 22. That is, who is that? Turn your back. Not going to do it. All right, 1st and 10 Chiefs. Just outside the red zone at the Giants 22. Boy, if they get a touchdown, that might be game. This Giants offense is really going to have to show something in the second half. From the 22, 1st and 10, under 10.5 in the third, in motion. They gave the handoff to Pacheco, bounces it outside the numbers, tackled near the first down, out of bounds at 10:20. I'll pause my clock here. 10:14 to go. Is it a 1st and 10 or yeah, it is. I thought it might be 2nd and inches depending on the spot. They were on the near hash mark. Pacheco, a little bit of a counter. He faked like he was running to the right and then took the handoff to the outside to the near sideline. Good block by Gray to help spring him for the first down, number 83. Handoff up the middle, Pacheco, another gain of about at least 4, maybe 5, depending on the spot. 2nd down coming up. Inside the Giants' 10-yard line. All right, substitutions for the Giants, trailing by 3, but Chiefs driving, already taken 5.5 minutes off the third quarter clock. Empty backfield, 3 to the far side. Changing up the play, 5 on the play clock. Shotgun throw to the right side, caught by Smith-Schuster. Gets about 3. It's going to be a 3rd and a long 2 or maybe they'll call it 3rd and 3. It depends on the spot here. They're at about the 5-yard line. A quick, wide receiver, essentially screen. Gray got 1 block, but there was plenty of Giants to snuff it out. All right, it is a 3rd and 3, they're saying, at the Giants' 5. Just outside the 5. They got to get to the 2 for a first down if they don't get the touchdown. In motion, fakes, throws over the middle, caught for the touchdown by number 80 at 8:22. Chiefs get on the board early in the second half. It is now 15-6, pending the point after attempt. Point after a touchdown attempt. All right, just a great throw over the middle, caught for the touchdown. That, of course, is Thornton. 2 catches, 12 yards, and a touchdown. About a 5-yard touchdown. The kick is on the way. It's up, just slips in the left upright, and good. They have a 10-point lead. Whoops. I forgot to redo the timeouts for the second half. Apologies. Let me do that now. 16-6. And the Chiefs will be kicking off after this break. So, Giants offense down by 10. They have 6 points so far in the game. They really need to get a touchdown. They really can't even think about a field goal because I don't think their punter or their blocking is going to allow it. With Graham Gano apparently injured and they weren't able to have a kicker on standby, I guess, and they had to go with the punter, and it's cost them at least 1 point thus far. All right, just trying to fix the Ray Nitschke jersey here. It seems to be leaning a little. I don't know. Is that any better? No, it's still leaning a little, but that's just the camera angle, I think, partially. Suppose I could flip it around, put the nameplate on display instead on the back. Let's see how that, yeah, that looks better. Go with that. It's the only jersey I have that's got this really dark green, too. It's not the traditional Packer green. It's a Mitchell and Ness, but got it off of eBay. It looks real enough, but all right, let's show the nameplate. There we go. All right, hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed the football action today and the WNBA playoffs. We'll have both coming up this week, and possibly Game 4's next Sunday. Maybe we'll just do the Packer game next Sunday night, so we will see. Yeah, Tuesday night, doubleheader, Game 2s of those semifinals, best of 5. So we definitely will have Friday Game 3s as well as they switch venues. Phoenix home and Indianapolis or Indiana Fever home. All right, 16-6. Kickoff coming up. Giants really need to get the ball moving and get a touchdown this drive because time's a wasting. We're already almost halfway. Well, not almost halfway, but only 8:22 to go. Butker kind of kicks a short one. It's taken at the 4, returned up the near numbers, out to the 30, out to about the 32, maybe 33. A Devin Singletary on the return. 1st and 10 coming up for the Giants. In their own territory in the third quarter. All right, come on. What's the time? Because I missed the score bug. It is 8:16 to go. All right, in shotgun, back with him, Scatabo. He hands it off. Scatabo bounces it outside the numbers and gets no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up. Just nowhere to go. He tried to bounce it to the outside and just had nowhere to go against this defense. Looks like Cook made the tackle, number 6. All right. Under 750. 2nd and 10 at their own 32. One back with him in shotgun. It's Scatabo. Back to pass. Russ looking, steps up, runs it, keeps it, running, slides down at the 45 with a first down. Good quick feet by Russell Wilson to pick up the first down. They didn't have a spy on, and there was nobody in zone coverage to keep an eye on Russ. So he just took what the defense gave him and picked up the first down. And Jackson Dart comes onto the field. I'm pretty sure Russ just ran that. All right, Dart in shotgun, 2 backs with him. Back to throw, looked it off. He picks up and runs. And he gets a few yards with his feet. And Russ comes back into the game. And there's about a 2nd and 8, maybe 2nd and 7. We'll see what they mark it as. Dart on the carry. Hopefully he's all right. I think he's all right. He kind of got hammered down. All right, they gave him a gain of 3, so it is 2nd and 7. 6:20 in the third. 2nd and 8. About their own 48.5-yard line. They got to get to the Chiefs' 44 for the first down. Shotgun, back to pass, looks left, and he is tackled by Jones for a sack back at the 44-yard line. A loss of about 4. That'll bring up about 3rd and 11 for the Giants. Just poor interior line blocking. Jones beat the left guard badly, and plenty of other Chiefs there to help wrap him up. But I would think that would just be a Jones solo tackle, but we'll see. They actually say 3rd and 12. First sack of the night for the Chiefs defense. Back at their own 44, they got to get to the Chiefs 44. Back to throw. Jones in there immediately. Russell Wilson takes off and gets tackled down at the Chiefs 48-yard line, where it'll be 4th and 4 coming up. And decision time for Brian Dable on the offense. It looks like they're going to send the punter onto the field, who was also their kicker tonight and had one blocked, an extra point. Under 5 to go in the third, and they trail by 10, but in Chiefs territory. Guess you don't want to give the Chiefs good field position. Here's the snap. Move forward. Nearly blocked by 27. And caught at the 15, taken down at the 20. Giants tackled them forward. So 4:38 to go, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Shoot. Hit the wrong button. 1 second. There we go. All right. Timeout on the field. Whew. Yeah, Russ scrambled for 8 there. Russ sacked. Yeah, Dart had a 3-yard carry following Russ's 14-yard carry. Okay, yeah, they just worked him in for one play. That was it. Then he headed back to the sideline. All right. So Wilson, 7 of 13 for 39 yards yet. He hasn't had a catch since the first half, I don't think. And, even in that first half, I felt like he was sitting on 39 yards for a while. He only took 1 sack for 5 yards, but the 2 picks, the one was an arm punt, second one was in the end zone, forced it to Malik Neighbors in the corner of the end zone that ruined at least a chance at 3. And what was a 6-6 game. And then after that pick, the Chiefs drove down before the end of the first half and picked up a field goal, and thanks to a Phillips DPI on the Giants defense. Scatabo, 7 for 39, a touchdown, long at 13. Wilson has the longest carry, 14, 2 for 22. Tracy left the game after a right shoulder injury. Or was it left? I think it was right. Probably not returning. Patrick Mahomes, 17 for 28, 140 yards and a touchdown. 8 for 41 for Pacheco on the ground. Juju Smith-Schuster, 4 catches, 55 yards, 27 the long. Kelsey, 4 for 26 on 7 targets, 13 was the longest. Hollywood Brown, 3 for 32 and a 17-yarder. All right, last drive, 5 for 5 for 45 yards and a 5-yard pass to Thornton. So 5s were wild. 1st and 10 at their own 19, they actually put it as. Handoff. Looks like, was that Kareem Hunt? Couldn't tell. Gain of a couple. 2nd and long coming up. Giants just have 0 offense tonight. Wasn't last week 450 for Russ, but he had that pick in overtime. Yeah, 450 yards and just nothing through the air. I don't know if it's the Chiefs pass rush or what, but yeah, good point. Giants might have jumped off sides. No flags. Catch by Thornton is taken out, and it'll bring about 3rd and 2. It's about a gain of 6, I think. I thought the Giants had jumped, but I guess they didn't cross the neutral zone. That was a carry by Hunt for 3 yards. So it was actually 2nd and 7. So give Thornton a gain of 5 on that catch. 3rd and 2 from their own 26.5-yard line. They got to get to the 29. Catch by Gray for the first down, past the 35. And the drive continues for the Chiefs. Clock continues to roll. Yeah, I almost need caffeine, but I don't want to have this late. Oh no, the dog eats your burger. Oh boy. $2.46 to go. 1st and 10. Handoff. That's Hunt again to the outside. Ooh. Weird tackle. I mean, it was almost like a reverse horse collar. Grabbed by the jersey, but yeah, no penalty, but just weird looking. Gain of a couple, I believe, maybe 3. Yeah, it is 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock rolling. 2:22 in the 3rd. Chiefs well in control of this game, especially if they get any points here. You got to think a touchdown at the game's over. Field goal, they're still up 13. Shotgun, 2 receivers each side. Handoff to Hunt. He takes it up the far hash marks and spun down. He was close to the first down. It depends on where they marked him. I think they just, KC says 3rd down. I thought the ref was saying 1st. So what's the call? What do we got coming up here? I don't know. We'll go with 3rd down. It's got to be 3rd and either 2 or 1. It is 1. It's going to be short. Kelsey subbed out of the game. So is Pacheco. We got shotgun 2 with him in the backfield. Hollywood Brown in motion. They throw it, and Thornton can't catch it. Mahomes had to get rid of it. The pressure was on. 4th and 1 at 119. Do they stay on the field and go for it is the question. Or do they line up and take the delay of game and end up kicking it away? 119 to go. So Mahomes barking at his teammates. They are in their own half of the territory, just not by much. They're at about the 48 or 49. Yeah, Thornton didn't look for it. All right, they are lined up to go. 4th and 1, and it looks like the Giants called a timeout. So the Giants used their first timeout in the second quarter. I'm sorry, in the second half. And what's the calls? We got to look at Brett Veach, the KC general manager, watching from the suites. All right, looks like Reed is still going for it. I mean, not a surprise. They're near midfield. 4th and 1. All right. Nope. Now they go. Now they sent the punting unit on. So, yeah, they're at their own 46. They needed to get almost to the 47. It was 4th and 1. Here's the snap. The move forward. The kick is in the air. Caught at the 11. Returned by number 80 to the outside near the 20 at 109. And 1st and 10 Giants. So they made the Giants take a timeout, but didn't go for it. Interesting. All right, late in the 3rd quarter and trailing by 10. Ow, my knee. All right, let's check the poll. 21 votes, 71% for the Chiefs. Whew, yeah, I might need something to loosen up here in the 4th quarter. As we get Chili's triple dipper. Ugh. No Chili's for me anymore, really. All right. Just a reminder, thank you if you've already liked and subscribed. If you're new, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Doing one or both helps with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers and helps me grow the channel. Thank you. We got 17 likes. I do appreciate that. 1 subscriber short of 700. 699. Thank you. We got 2 this afternoon, I believe. All right. Ariza, 43-yard punt to the 11 and returned 9 yards to the Giants, 20 by, who was that? Olszewski. Winchester, the long snapper, made the tackle, apparently. All right. We'll take a shot. Yeah. That's for sure. Every 500 subs, we'll take a whiskey shot live on stream. Thanks. If we get 5 donos, I'll take a shot too. I think I'm about to drink for free though. This game. Maybe at the quarter break. Yeah. All right. 1st and 10 at their own 20. Giants need something this drive. Fake the handoff. Russ back to pass. Completes it to Scatabo. 1st down, 35. Blasts forward to the 40. Big play. About 21 or 22 yards. Under a minute to go. 3rd quarter. Finally something positive for the Giants offense as they trail by 10 late in the 3rd quarter. Nobody picked up Scatabo out of the backfield, and he made them pay. Yeah, I think it's about a gain of 21. Yeah, about the 41-yard line. 33 seconds to go. 3rd quarter. Fakes the handoff. Pass to the flat. Number 84. Takes it out. Wow, he keeps pushing the pile, and they end up getting another 1st down. That should have been stopped for about a 5-yard gain. Instead, that might be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Oh, Van Roten, former Packer, still on the Giants' offensive line. Greg Van Roten, just saw his name. Yep, I think that's going to be it for the 3rd quarter. Giants will have a 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, I believe, as we will get set to start the 4th quarter. All right, we'll fix the clock. Oh, thank you, Sinbin Admin. Cheers to all the people watching Sinbin stream. Is this peanut butter whiskey? Or is it any scotch in it? Oh, okay, perfect. Tastes great. Good bartender, Sinbin Admin. Cheers to my marriage with Sinbin Admin, and cheers to everybody watching with me. This is the Packers' old logo. Whew, needed that. Love you too. Thank you. All right, let's reset the clock for the 4th quarter. Again, I'll get you the yard marker in 1 minute. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the Sports Fury was a big help last week. We had like 56 subs on the one raid alone, and then like the next night I felt like we got another 15, and it was mostly Sports Fury people. So yeah, hats off to the Sports Fury people. Their broadcasters or their YouTubers and their subscribers trying to help out my channel. Thanks, Father Time. And thanks, Rhonda. Yeah, it's good. I don't know who started it. Tom Grossi's the first one I ever heard do it. And I forgot who he credited because obviously he didn't start it, but somebody raided him, and he's always taken it upon himself to raid smaller streamers at halftime too. And good thing Sports Fury paying it forward. Let's put it that way. Tremendous help to the channel. Sorry I keep fiddling with these. Can't seem to get them the way I want them. Whew. All right. We're just about set for the 4th quarter. They are in Chiefs territory. They're at the 49. That was Johnson who got the pile pushed. They picked up 31 yards on 2 plays, exactly what the Giants defense needed to get back into this game. Wilson now 9 of 15 for 70 yards. So just got 21 of his 70 yards on the last 2 plays to close out the third. Thanks, Rhonda. Cheers to you. Peanut butter whiskey and a little bit of scotch. Neat. All right, shotgun, back to pass. Wilson rolls to the right, pursued, has to throw it. Oh, I thought he was throwing it away. What an incredible catch. Although I think we got an illegal touching penalty because one of the refs took his hat off to signify that Neighbors may have gone out of bounds first before he caught it. Oh, yeah, both toes were out of bounds. It was not Neighbors. It was 17. Hey, but we've got what should have been a face mask on the Chiefs. We might have offsetting penalties. They are discussing this. So, but the illegal touching happens first? All right, let's listen in. Oh, it's a loss of down. So it's just like an incomplete pass. So 2nd and 10. It was Wan'Dale Robinson. Both of his toes on both feet, slid out of bounds before he could come back to make the catch. Thanks, Rhonda. Cheers to you. All right, back at the original line of scrimmage, the Chiefs 49, near hash mark, empty backfield, 3 to the top side. They switched the formation up a little bit. Now the tight end is back to block. Back to pass, throws, caught at the 45 by Neighbors. It's about a 5-yard catch, maybe only 4, so a 3rd and 6 coming up for the G-Men, as Chris Berman used to say. Whoops, I got to catch up the clock. Yeah, Neighbors for 4 to the 45. So we'll have a 3rd and 6, 14:09 to go in the game. Back to pass, looking, 4-man rush, throws deep down the field towards the end zone. Short. Oh, and almost deflected to Neighbors, and Neighbors is hurt. Neighbors, can't tell what the injury is. Cook is slow to get up for the Chiefs at 14:01. We got a 4th and 6 once the injuries are settled. I got to think maybe, if they punt it away here, I don't know. Okay, Cook is down. He's number 6. He tipped the ball. Neighbors had to go off his knee, and then he ran into another Chiefs player, and then Cook landed on his right knee. So nothing intentional, but yeah, Williams and Neighbors actually knocked helmets together in the end zone. So it was double coverage, and I can't tell if Neighbors is up and maybe Cook is down still. We're going to have a timeout on the field. Oh, boy. Yeah, I think Neighbors got up, and Neighbors is, by the way, not the way you would spell your neighbor. It's Nabers, just for your information, by the way. Yeah, Cook, I don't know. He originally got to up. He looked like he was trying to get up, and then I think he sat back down. So hopefully we're all right. Really couldn't tell if Neighbors was having an issue from the helmet-to-helmet contact, or maybe it was from somebody landing on his knee. Thanks for the kind words, Sinbin Admin. All righty. Again, good week coming up. Got some good football coming up, and we got some playoff semifinals in the WNBA. Let me make sure that's muted. Hey, 18 likes. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that's how you spell neighbors. Nabers. Correct. It is Malik Neighbors, number 1. He has 1 catch for 4 yards on 5 targets. Malik, Malik. Yeah, I was just trying to, point it out. But, yeah, that's how you spell Neighbors. Speaking of names hard to spell, Nitschke, Nitschke. All right. Well, long break. Hopefully everybody's all right. We'll see once we get back. Yeah, in case you missed it in the WNBA playoffs, Dejanay Carrington is out for the year with a foot injury. Let me listen in real quick. Okay, Brian Cook walked off under his own power. Oh, Cook hit his head on the ground. Ouch. I didn't even realize that. I think that's why Cook, maybe it was a neck, but he got up and walked under his own power. 4th and 6, Giants are going for it. Neighbors not in for this play. Obviously, I don't think he can be, but hopefully he's all right too. Scatterbo lined up in shotgun with to the left of Wilson. 2 receivers to each side. Now 1 in motion to the top side. All right, 4th and 6. Shotgun, back to pass. Wilson caught over the middle by 17, and then he fumbled, and the Chiefs get it. Oh, brother. Number 27 on the recovery, but we do have a flag at 13:52, so hold your bets. Hold the calls here. See what we get called. So it was a catch and a fumble. Recovered by the Chiefs on the field, but what's the penalty for? Oh, you're welcome, Rhonda. All right, what's the call? DPI on the Chiefs. First down, McDuffie, number 22. All right, so big first down picked up by a penalty. Yeah, it was on the catch. He wrapped him around the waist. 17 got up, and then immediately the ball got punched out by Trent McDuffie, who got the penalty. So 1st and 10 for the Giants. 7 for 68 on penalties. Now 7 for 70, they said. 4 for 62 for the Giants. All right, huge first down gifted to the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 40. Fake the handoff to Scatterbo. Back to pass. Looking. Throws to Scatterbo. 35. Stumbles forward for the first down inside about the 28-yard line. G-men on the drive. Trailing by 10, though. They really need to think about touchdown or nothing here, especially with Graham Gano hurt and the punter doing the kicking duties. Good protection against the 4-man rush for Russ. Looked like somebody slipped on the MetLife turf too, though, for the Chiefs. Shotgun. Fake the handoff to Scatterbo. Roll to the right. Little dunk pass. And taken down at about the 22-yard line. It'll be about 2nd and 4 coming up. 85 on the catch. Let's get you the name real quick. Who is that? Robinson had that other catch. What did I say? 85. Chris Mannertz, his first catch. 1 for 7. All right. So it is actually a 2nd and 3. All right. From the 21.5-yard line. Handoff to Scatterbo. He gets the first down and then some, down at about the 11. Nope, make it the 12. 1st and 10. G-men. 12:22 in the 4th quarter. Giants already had to use a timeout. Whoa. Scatterbo ran into 84 a little bit too before that run got going right after the handoff. Oh, Dart is in shotgun. Was he in the last one? No. Dart in, 1st and 10, shotgun, handoff. Scatabo gets maybe 4 down to the, no, maybe 3 down to the 9. We'll call it 2nd and 7. And Cook is walking without his helmet, probably heading to the locker room to get checked out, probably looked at in the blue tent, and now heading to the locker room. All right, 2nd and 7. Russ Wilson back in. Neighbors back in, so that's a good sign, at least for the Giants. 2nd and 7. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, 4-man rush, throws. Neighbors caught it. No, it's not Neighbors. Only a gain of 3 down to the 6, so they'll have a 3rd and 4 coming up. They could get a first down at the 2. And, whoops, my clock is ahead. We got another injured Chief down at 11:08. Only one timeout taken in the second half. That was by the Giants when they thought the Chiefs were going for it on like 4th and 1 at midfield. Or no, in their own territory. It was like 4th and 1 at their own 6. 46, sorry, 46. Ooh, double team. They really knocked basically ended up being a triple team on number 90. I think he's the one got hurt. I wonder if a Chiefs lineman fell on his leg. He is walking under his own power, but we'll see what that injury might be. No speculation here. Could be a leg. Again, Scatabo blocked him. The left tackle blocked him, and then like a left guard got him too. All right, 3rd and 4. Yeah, Neighbors returned to the game. That was his first play back in shotgun. Scatabo to his right. Handoff to Scatabo. No, Russ kept it and went nowhere. He may have lost one back at the 7-yard line. We got a 4th and 5. Down 10. What do you do? I think he's asking the punter if he's ready. Wilson comes to the sideline. Now they're going to send Graham Gano out there. Maybe he's feeling a little better. I don't know. 10:30 to go. I got to fix the clock here. So far this year, Graham Gano is 5 for 5 for 55 yards. So, going to be a 25-yarder snap, hold, kick on its way and good. It is 16-9. Again, they did have an extra point blocked, and that's when the left-footed kicker, the punter filling in for Gano, got an extra point blocked. But now they're pulled back within 7. Gano, clearly hobbled, though. Maybe since it was a 25-yarder, he said, I'm good to go. All right, it'll be a kickoff. Oops, let me get the time fixed. It's 10:12 to go. There we go. Kickoff coming up for the Giants. Big task ahead to keep the Chiefs off the scoreboard, give their offense one more shot to try and tie it up. If they get a quick 3 and out, in theory, they could have 2 more shots, but depends how the clock goes. 73% of the 22 votes voting for the Chiefs tonight. All right. Just a reminder what's coming up. Let me fix the angle a little bit. All right, keep messing with this mic. All right, just trying to get comfortable. Yep, Lions-Ravens tomorrow night. Just under, a little over, what do we got? 21 hours, about 21 hours, 20 minutes till that one. Game 2, Mercury at the Lynx. Mercury trail the series 1-0. Fever at Aces, they lead their series 1-0. No live stream Wednesday. We will release the Packers-Browns Tecmo Super Bowl video that day. Hopefully I had better luck, you'll have to see, than the real-life Packers. Seahawks at Cardinals should be an interesting NFC West matchup. And then Game 3s, Aces at Beaver and Lynx at Mercury. If anybody, if nobody sweeps it, then there'll be Game 4s on Sunday afternoon. And we'll have the Packers Sunday night in Dallas game as well. Oh, thanks, Mac. I appreciate it. I've watched more basketball in the last 4 months now than I've watched in the previous 21 years combined. I hadn't really followed basketball. WNBA really helped bring it back. All right, kick is in the air. It's not Gano, obviously, on the kickoff. Probably the punter. Returned up the far sideline. Ooh, labeled at the 22. And with 10:07 to go, it will be Chiefs ball. And they still have a 7-point lead. But very kind of you, Mac. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying the chat. Definitely helps with the game for me. All right, Chiefs ball, 1st and 10 at about their own 22. 7-point lead. Handoff up the middle. And I think that's Kareem Hunt. No, it's Pacheco. Give him a gain of about 5. 2nd and 5. All right. 9:45 to go in the game. All right. 2nd and 6. All right, it was only a gain of 4, not 5. At their own 27-yard line. Fakes the handoff to Pacheco, gets flushed out of the pocket and has to throw incomplete out of bounds to Gray. And he's helped to his feet by the ref. That is Mahomes. 3rd and 6. Big down in this game here. If the Giants can get a quick 3 and out, that'd be huge. Number 5 got there. No, not too late. Brought him down. Thibodeau. All right, 9:26. 3rd and 6. Clock stopped. They got to get to their own 33 for the first down. 2 receivers each side. Shotgun. Hunt out of the backfield. Throws and caught for a first down near midfield. That is Thornton, number 80. Just floated that one up there, and Thornton was the only one there and grabbed it. It was like in the middle of a lot of jerseys. I don't know who lost track of Thornton. He was not open when Mahomes threw the ball, but Mahomes had to get rid of it. Thibodeau and another player were there. Somebody drilled him. Actually, he caught it in front of Hollywood Brown. A lot of confusion there. 1st and 10, a toss, and 24 takes it near the first down marker out of bounds. That's Smith at 8:39. Clock will continue to... Yep, there we go. It's rolling. 2nd down coming up for the Chiefs. Probably about a 2nd and 2. It was a long gain. I don't know if it was a run or a quick touch pass. Didn't get it. Jones and another defensive player taking oxygen on the Chiefs bench. 8:14 to go. It is 2nd and 2 at the Giants 44. Throw caught, I think, by Hollywood Brown. Yep, and a first down. Looked like he juggled it, but he secured the catch eventually. 22 for 35 yards on 100, or 22 out of 35 attempts, 199 yards and a touchdown for Mahomes. All right, clock will begin to become a factor, especially if the Chiefs can at least get that field goal back. with a 7-point lead. 1st and 10 from the 34. Handoff. Pacheco met on the right side and no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up. 7:26. Clock rolling here in the 4th quarter. Oh. Yeah, who made the hit? 58. Not sure how to say his name. 2nd and 10 from the 34. 7 minutes to go. Back to pass. Looking. Lobs one left side. Caught inside the 5. Slid forward. Thornton. And it is a touchdown. Wow, he wasn't touchdown at the 1 or something. 6:51 to go, and there is your dagger. I mean, they'll review the scoring plays. 7 plays, 77 yards. Thornton caught it. Yeah, maybe he didn't get touched. No, that's not a catch. The ball was loose. They're going to overturn this. I'm going to hold off putting the points on the board, too. Wow, the ball was loose on the ground. That's got to be reviewed. That is not a catch. That should be. Yeah, give me a break. Yeah, they already called it incomplete. 3rd and 10, I think. Giants catch a break. Good pass by Mahomes. Thornton certainly should have caught it. I mean, he had to lay out for the catch, but had both hands on it. Just couldn't keep it. 3rd and 10. Giants getting some late subs onto the field. Play clock isn't even rolling yet. All right, in shotgun. Now the play clock's rolling. 6:55 to go. Shotgun back to pass. Looking. Throws. Same area. Caught by Thornton. Is that a touchdown? Nope, he's down at the 1. Wow, what a catch. Mahomes going right back to him. Oh, I forgot to start the clock, too. Yeah, he's down by contact at the 1 by Phillips. Wow, that one was even better. But he secured it against his body, didn't let it go. So that'll be a 1st and goal. And even if they somehow hold them to a field goal or turnover on downs, there's still a long way to go. All right, they mark him at the 1. 6:07 to go. Handoff, and eventually Hunt gets it in. That's a touchdown. 6:03. And there is your dagger. 22-9. 9 plays, 77 yards, 4:09 time of possession. Well, the G-men tried to hang in there, but we got a flag. Maybe part of the celebration here. What's the call? Oh, he did a throat cut. Are you stupid, Kareem Hunt? That was stupid. So the touchdown counts. It was on the celebration. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Hunt for the violent gesture. I know it's the no fun league, but that is like the number one thing they said they were not going to allow anymore. That was the example they made. No more throat cuts motion. That might not even have been new this year. I feel like that was banned a few years ago. It was the like wiping the nose, I think, that was banned this year. The throat cut's been gone for a long time. This is a long extra point. I guess the Giants took it on the extra point. I think. Or no. Maybe not. Kick is on the way and no good by Butker for the extra point. Again, did they take it there? I'm not sure. Either way, it's 22-9. Dumb celebration by Hunt. Yeah, that's been out of the league for a while. They haven't allowed the throat cut in quite a while. So I think they did take it on the extra point, and that's what led to the miss. Not a good night for Butker. Missed a 40-yarder wide right. He did hit one from 54, but yeah, so kickoff coming up for the Chiefs. 6:03 to go. Why did Batman and Robin quit going fishing together? Superman. Why? Because Robin ate all the worms. Nice. Yeah, no, the throat cut's been gone for a while. Yeah, good point, Hilltime Sports. I think it was the wiping of the nose that got specifically banned this year, but they have tossed out all the violent gestures. I think there was a lot of gun gestures that they still were allowing, or I think bow and arrow maybe still, like your Cupid, I guess, still counts if you're not, And you can't even flex at anybody anymore. You got to flex away from people so you don't get taunting penalty. But yeah, throat cut I feel like has been out for a while. They haven't allowed that in years, but Kareem Hunt's been bouncing in and out of the league for a while. He probably just forgot or got emotional there. So he has the rushing touchdown for the Chiefs. Mahomes to Thornton was the other touchdown. He narrowly had another one. Couldn't hang on to it. It was called a catch for a touchdown on the field, and then they showed on the replay it actually hit the ground and rolled a little. And, Thornton leads 5 for 71, 1 touchdown. Nobody with a lot of yards tonight other than Thornton. Scatabo has 51 on the ground and a touchdown. Russ hasn't even thrown for 100 yards yet. I don't know how much longer you stick with Russ. I don't know. Kind of a tough situation to throw the rookie into, though. Ha, Piggy Wiggly. What are you, a Chicago fan from Japan? Yes, right. Yeah, I'm sure it's gang. Yes, exactly. Gang related. Yep, I hear you. Kick to the 5, returned up the far numbers. It's Devin Singletary past the 35, maybe the 37 or 38. 5:56 to go. We'll see. Where are they spotted? 1st and 10. Giants in trouble here. Trying to avoid an 0-3 start, but not enough for the Chiefs tonight. Oh, I forgot to change the possession arrow. There we go. Under 6 minutes to go. Dart on the sideline. Shotgun handoff up the middle. Taken out near the first down by Scatabo. 5:48 to go. 2nd and maybe 1 here. They need to move quickly. They only have 2 timeouts. 2nd and 1 from their own 46. Oh, you like the Rams. Okay. Yeah, they choked in that game. Scatabo gets the catch, takes it up the sideline for the first down. The clock stops briefly at 5:28, but as soon as they spot it, it will be rolling again. 1st and 10. When it's under 5 and they go out of bounds, that's when the clock will stop. Russ gets sacked back at the 50. That'll bring up a 2nd and 15. No time. Karloftis was there. Just Rush was all over him immediately. It was like a jailbreak. 5 minutes to go. Yeah, I don't really hate the Bears. I hate the Vikings. I kind of hate the Lions. Russ rolls out. 2nd and 14. Actually caught. Should be enough for the first down. Slayton on the catch. 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory. They score quick enough. Need a touchdown. But if they score quick enough, they do still have a shot here. Back to pass. There's a flag on the field. Caught by Singletary for a short gain. But let's check the foul at 4:26. But thanks for joining, Piggy Wiggly. Yeah, they had a chance for the game-winning field goal and got blocked in return by the Eagles. A lot of block kicks. Illegal shift on the Giants, so it'll be first and I guess 15. I'm Slayton, number 18, on the illegal shift. Pretty sure that's a 5-yard penalty. Yeah, maybe this will be the wake-up call that the Packers needed. Offense and special teams especially. Can't fault for the defense. You give up 13 points, most days you're going to win. Russ feeling the heat. Throws. It's complete at about the 35. Number 82 on the catch. Second and long coming up. Second and 9 according to NBC. Second and 9 from the 34. Handoff. Carried forward to the 30 by, Devin Singletary. 3rd and 5 coming up. Clock rolling. 3:45 to go. Giants need to get a touchdown quickly. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning working in their favor. Back to pass. Throws. Short of the end zone. Incomplete to Neighbors. Little too far outside for Malik Neighbors. 4th and 5, and they got to go for it. Field goal cuts it to 10. Doesn't do you any good. Oh, the Eagles blocked too. Oh, okay. I don't know. All I know is the Packers lost because of a blocked field goal, and it's bumming me out. But we should be. Hopefully, we get on the right track and beat the Cowboys next Sunday, and then I think we have a bye week. Shotgun back to pass on 4th and 5. Caught at about the 4 for a first down. Number 17 on the catch. What a throw by Russ. What a catch. They quickly move. 3:20. Clock ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Back to pass. Russ lobs one out of the end zone. Ooh. Hopefully that's not grounding. I don't think it is. 3:10 to go. I'm sure Andy Reid's wondering. That was Robinson on the last catch. Just a dart over the corner, never turned his back. So I think Russ just took a shot and delivered a dart to Robinson, I guess, number 17. Around the 5-yard line. So, we had a flag. Apologies. What was the flag for? Intentional grounding on Russ. So I think it's 2nd and goal. I forgot to say goal. I was wondering. They must have reviewed it. He threw it over. He could have thrown it at the feet of 84. There would have been no shame in that, but he just threw a moon ball over. So 2nd and goal, they back him up basically, like it's a sack. From the 14, 2nd and goal. 3:10 to go. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the top. Russell just tries to run it. He gets it to the 11 or 10. I don't know what he saw there. 3rd and goal coming up. Not sure what that gained you. You're wasting precious time. 3rd and goal from about the 10 on the right hash mark. 2 down territory. Clock ticking. 2:45 to go. Just too slow here. Empty backfield. 3 receivers bunched to the near side. Has to lob it to the back of the end zone. This could have been grounding as well. They may say there was a receiver on that one, though. 2:35 to go and 4th and goal. All right. 4th and goal. Giants have 2 timeouts. Need a touchdown from the 10 to make this interesting. Shotgun, back to pass. 4-man rush to the end zone. He throws it out of the back of the end zone. No chance for anybody. 2:31. As the dejected fans in attendance at East Rutherford, New Jersey at MetLife Stadium look on stunned at the terrible output and effort put forth by their Giants offense. Can't really blame the defense. And they did decent for most of the game. I think they got gassed at the end. Moonball made Piggy Wiggly laugh. Yeah. Well, Russ actually does have a good deep throw. I mean, they do call it a moonball, but that intentional grounding was not the place you wanted a moonball. And he threw it away on 4th and 5. Throw it somewhere. Give somebody a chance. Maybe you get a tipped ball. And he didn't do it. Yeah, both New York teams are bad. That is correct. Jets blocked a field goal and returned it for a touchdown for a 1-point lead, 27-26 in their game, only to see the Bucs drive down and get the last-second game-winning field goal later, 29-27. The Jets have had no luck. Other than they've been in 2 of their 3 games. It's just the middle game they got blown out by the Bills at home. All right, we still got 2 timeouts for the Giants and the 2-minute warning. 1 first down should just about take care of this game for the Chiefs. Yep, congrats, Rhonda, on the Chiefs win. They improved 1-2. What do we got for week 3? I mean, I know the Packers play the... Why did I wanted to open another tab? It didn't work. And their schedule page has been goofy at best at times. Thursday night, Seattle, Arizona. That should be a good one. Chiefs are home to face the Ravens on a 3:25 tilt. Packers at Dallas. Oh, we got split doubleheader on Monday. I'll probably just do Cincy Denver, the ABC game, instead of Jets Miami. Good Lord. Somebody's got to win, or do they tie? I think they're both 0-3, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's get back to this one. Yep. Wilson did not look good down the stretch. You got to give your team a chance. Just throw it into a crowd. You might get a tip ball. Wait, they get it at the 10. Okay, yeah, it was turnover on downs. Handoff up the middle, Hunt to about the 15. Maybe they give him the 16 for a gain of 6. Looks like the Giants will use their timeouts. 2:24 to go. Probably about we'll say 2nd and 4, depending on the spot. Giants have 1 timeout left. They used 1 in the 3rd quarter when they thought the Chiefs were going to go for it on 4th and 1, and they ended up kicking it away. Oh, wow. Curtis Martin, as Chris Berman used to say, Curtis, my favorite Martin. As in my favorite Martian. That's cool. All right, Chiefs have the Ravens at Jaguars, Lions on Sunday Night Football. That's their next 3. 2nd and 4, handoff. Couldn't see who got it. It's a gain. I don't think it was... it was Hunt. It didn't look like 29. All right, 2:18 to go. Giants out of timeouts. The only thing stopping the clock is a possession change, or and the two. The only thing stopping the clock is a 2-minute warning and if there's a possession change. That's it. Yeah, Curtis Martin, longtime running back, good player. Former, I think, Patriot and Jet. Trying to think who else. To Jackson Dart looking on. Third and don't know if they gave him any yards on that. It's either 3rd and 4. No gain. 3rd and 4. Last play before the 2-minute warning. They put 2 seconds back on. 2:20 to go. Chiefs should get the win, even if they have to send the punting unit on the field. In shotgun, Smith-Schuster motioned out. Mahomes going to throw down the left side. Almost intercepted. That would have been something. They might have gotten a good return out of that. 4th and 4 coming up. So now you got to let them punt it away. 4th and 4. They have the 2-minute warning to work with, but they trail by 13. 21 dropped it. Went right through his hands. For the Giants. Ball was underthrown to Hollywood Brown. Attaboy. Dropped it. All right. Punting unit on. Ariza. Looks like the Giants are trying to block it. They almost do. They run into Ariza. I don't know if they tipped it. Might have been blocked into it. Punt return out almost to the 40. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 39. 2:04 to go. Would have been nice if the Chiefs had just picked up a 1st down. So, didn't tip it. The rush came up the middle. Did he tip it? Yeah, that was really close to a blocked kick, blocked punt. I'm trying not to avoid any issues here with YouTube in case they misunderstand which 4-letter word that is. All right, in shotgun. Oh, we got a false start. Are you kidding me? Come on. 1st and 15 for the G-Men. Former Packer Runyon on the false start. 1st and 15 from their own 34. In shotgun. 3 to the near side. Russ looks left. Caught by Neighbors past the 40 up near the 45, about the 43 or 44. That'll be the 2-minute warning. 1:59 to go. Second and long coming up. It's got to be at least 2nd and 10. They probably got no. Oh, come on. Why did NBC go to commercial and not show the down and distance? Again, Giants out of timeout. This is the 2-minute warning. They cannot stop the clock other than spiking the ball or going out of bounds. All right, ESPN has 2nd and 6. We'll go with that. Guess I need to refresh NFL.com. All right, getting a little warm here. Probably the alcohol. All right, back from the 2-minute warning. All right, from the 43, 2nd and 6. Shotgun, Russ back to pass, looking, escapes the pocket, throws short. Whoa, took a hit, and he didn't have a hand on the ball yet, I think. Looked like an early hit on the Chiefs. No call, 3rd and 6. I guess it was bang, bang. They were trying to hit Scatterbo on the left sideline. Excuse me, 3rd and 6. Shotgun with Scatterbo. 3 receivers to the far side. Back to throw. Almost picked. I think it short hopped the defender. 1:49 to go. 4th and 6. Oh, excuse me. Oh, thanks, Father Time. Appreciate it. All right, 4th and 6. Last gasp here by the Giants. 4th and 6. They got to get to their own 49. Shotgun. Russ looking. 4-man rush. He avoids a rusher and then gets taken down. Either no gain or a gain of 1. It's a turnover on downs. The Chiefs can kneel it twice, and the game will be over. Giants played them well for at least a half. They were down 16-9 at one point, but not enough offense generated by the Giants. Russ picks up some garbage time yards to get over 100. He's at 160, but 2 bad interceptions. I will double check the chat. First kneel down by the Chiefs, clock rolling. Kelsey congratulating people on the sideline. Oh, we get a Gardner Minshew sighting. As Kelsey greets him. 1:25 to go. 2nd and 11 coming up for the Chiefs. I'll get to the chat before I sign out and we go over the box late. 1:12 to go. They might need to do, they might have to do one more kneel down on 3rd down. Yeah, it looks like it. Mahomes kneels. 3rd and 12, I assume they're going to mark it as. Yeah, one more kneel down. That'll take care of it, I believe. Yeah, should. 45 seconds to go. Oh, my gosh. They have the former Bears coach, Matt Nagy, on the Chiefs staff. Jeez Louise. Thought they would never. There's the 3rd kneel down, 4th down. That's the game. As the clock winds down, they greet each other. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, good game. Oh, I tried to get a gnat. Didn't get them. New Jersey Giants. I think both New Jersey teams are 0-3. All right, I'll get the box score ready, and we'll take a look at the chat before I get to this. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so on your way out. FN said he'd check before he sends a raid. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Ravens have been. We'll see. Let's see what the Ravens team looks like tomorrow. At least you'll get them on a short week. Since the Ravens play on Monday. So they'll be on a short week. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Father Time. Thanks, Thax, for being here. Thanks, Hilltime Sports, if you're still here and listening. Appreciate you guys from That's Good Sports, Brandon Perna's channel and Discord. Good people over there, too. Good night, Mac. Thank you. Again, thank you. Yeah, they play in New Jersey. East Rutherford, New Jersey. And since they're both 0-3, they're going to be the New Jersey Jets and New Jersey Giants until they win. I don't know. They've been the Giants and the Jets did used to play in New York City proper, but I'm just making a joke. They are known as the New York Jets and New Jersey Giants, or New York Giants, but they play in New Jersey, so it's just a running joke. Yeah. Yep, Rhonda. Chiefs are 1-2. A win's a win. Doesn't matter the opponent. But yeah, just me poking fun at the Jets and Giants and referring to them as New Jersey. They do play across the river. You can literally see downtown New York from the stadium. Just me ribbing them a little bit. Yeah, good night, Rhonda. Good night, Father Time. Good night, Piggy Wiggly, Mac, Dax. Again, Hilltime Sports, thank you for joining as well. Rhonda, I think I said it. All right. Real quick. No, I know. They are New York. I'm just poking fun of them, but it happens. Like, actually, the Commanders don't play in D.C. They will. They used to, and they will again. But currently, the Commanders play in maybe Virginia. They're not in D.C. proper, but they will be. Yeah, good night, Piggy Wiggly. Didn't mean to confuse you. I'm just poking fun of them. All right. Mahomes, 22 of 37, 224 yards and a touchdown, 2 sacks taken. Pacheco, 45 yards on 10 carries. Hunt with 34 on 10 and a touchdown. Thornton, leading receiver, 5 for 71, a touchdown. 33 was the long. Smith-Schuster, 4 for 55. Brown, 4 for 42. Kelsey, 4 for 26. And Noah Gray, 3 for 17. Russell Wilson, 18 for 32, 160 yards and 2 picks. Let's get this off my screen here. Scatabo had a good night, 10 carries, 60 yards and a touchdown. Tracy left the game, did not return after a right shoulder injury, 7 for 29. 6 for 61 for Scatabo, so he had 121 yards, combined rushing and receiving. Slayton, 4 for 30. They just targeted Neighbors 7 times, but he only caught 2 for 13 yards. That'll about do it. I thank you so much for joining me. Until tomorrow night, when we see you for NFL football again in just under 20 hours. All right, why can I not? I'm just trying to update the records real quick before we sign out. 0-3 for the Giants. 1-2 for the Chiefs. Oh, for the Chiefs, rushing yards, Pacheco, 45 yards. Hunt had 34, both on 10 carries. Hunt had a rushing touchdown. Thornton had the receiving touchdown. Butker was 3 of 4. He missed a 40-yarder wide right, and he missed a long extra point, so he was 1 for 2. But he did hit from 54 on his first field goal to give them that 3-0 lead. Yes, thanks everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, share. You want to support the channel further, super chat or become a member. You get to vote on what games I live stream. You get early access to any videos I release too. All right, thanks Sinbin Admin for your help as well. Again, I forgot to put up what's coming up. Lions Ravens tomorrow night, so we'll see you in less than 20 hours for that. 7:15 Central. Probably start the stream at 7:10. Tuesday though, back for the WNBA Game 2 of the semis. Wednesday night, no live stream. Until next time, take care. Sinbin Stream signing out. Wishing you all a great Sunday night around the world. Hope you're off to a great start on your Monday and your week. We'll see you back for football. Have a great Monday. We'll see you Monday night. Till then, take care. Sinbin Stream saying thank you all and bye-bye.